Alrighty, welcome one and all to the TD2L Pro Series. Actually, do I have perms in TD2L channel? Am I able to post? Oh, I do not have perms. XD. Um, yeah, let me message. Yeah, I definitely don't have perms. That's okay though. Let's see. We got ourselves X5 Gaming versus Block Roar. We got Weege drafting for X5. How they got here was Block Roar. They played the Grin Esports team and two of them, and then they played C-Dub, which is still a Div 2 team. They are also they got 2-0. I'm surprised Block Roar probably has a lot of good things ahead of them. So they definitely see. I think T-Bone also said that this does seem like the team to beat. X5. They only one game on ticket beat Team Sigma. I don't know if that was supposed to be a 1-0 or not, but I only have one game listed. So they won that one, and then they did a 2-1 for AMB. They just got done with that game. And they have picked on X5. They've picked the Leshrac twice. They've also picked the Stream Protector twice, so those are probably their top two that they really want to open up with. For Block Roar, they picked the Enigma 3 times, 2 times in their opener. And also Clockwork, it looks like. So I think that's what they're hoping for. It looks like they do end up getting the Broodmother. Doesn't often get left in the pool. I think a lot of teams just don't want to play against that. Not only is it a really good hero, but it also kind of changes the way that you have to play Dota. So I don't love that it's still in the pool, to be honest. I get that Undying is really good. I like the Lena ban for sure, but I don't know. Leaving the Brood can be kind of weird if someone who really does know how to play the Broodmother. So yeah, I don't know. They also still have the Rubik left in the pool, which I kind of like versus Tiny and Leshrac. I think versus Leshrac especially, you can get that like shard and steal the Lesh stun, and you feel pretty happy. With the Broodmother, you can also do like a Hoodwink. It's really nice to kind of lane with. Really easy to chase people down, get on top of them. A lot of nuke damage too. So a lot of good options here whenever you open up with the Broodmother. It doesn't seem like there's ever a bad pick. Ricky's still in pull. And you're able to kind of use that as a setup as well if you want it. I think all of those are really fantastic picks for you if that's what you're going to. All right, there you go. Got it all figured out. And yeah, they end up going for the Rubik. So I like it. Again, I don't think there's any wrong pick. I think it's kind of more what your team is happy with. The Tiny can be a double-edged sword sometimes, right? Like you jump in, find the Rubik, you probably kill him off pretty easily if he doesn't have a lot of items. However, if the Rubik is allowed to kind of sit back in these fights, which should happen honestly with the Broodmother, I feel like you're gonna be doing okay. So. I like the opener here from Blackmore. And I think I had a notification as well. Yo, Doty? Yo, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. I keep tapping back into the grand finals as well. The mid AA is definitely an interesting decision. We'll see if it pays out. But yeah, all right, as we get into the second phase here, Rubik still, or sorry, Enigma still in pool for Black Roar again. 3 of their games already. They've second phased the Enigma. They've first phased it. It seems like whenever they first phase it, they banned out, let's see, Treant Protector once. They banned out Dawnbreaker, Gyro. That's had to have been targeted bans. I don't think you I don't think you really care that much. It's an Enigma. Looks like they just don't protect it. They're just like, I have it. I've gotten the hero. And Disruptor, a good pick versus the Broodmother. I think there was a little bit of foresight from Block Roar because you also like playing against the Disruptor if you are a Rubik, because you also get to steal any one of those spells. And I think Thunderstrike isn't that great. I don't think you really want that as a Rubik, but you don't mind Glimpse. Connect Field is okay. Static Storm, if you get it, is really, really good. So, you're still not too unhappy. But right now, you got a good amount of like control. You got some good damage. You got some tower taking. You've checked a lot of boxes on X5 Gaming, but it's all magical. You don't have a lot of physical damage just yet. And Broodmother is going to Grease pipe it up, so a lot of damage resistance. And for Block Roar here, I think maybe you look for a way to jump on top of the Raptor. They go ahead for the Pangolier, which is able to kind of avoid that glimpse back. Lifestealer is also a pretty good matchup into the Leshrac, into the Tiny, into the Raptor. It's good versus all three, but the issue is what happens if I just get, you know, an 18 pick that really messes me up. Which in this case could be Razor maybe. NP honestly doesn't do that well into the Lifestealer, I don't think. I think you're able to get on top of the natures and kind of just make him very sad. You also build armor items, so like the Treants don't do a ton of damage. And Treant is still in pool, which has been a pretty good hero. There you go. They go for the natures. It's a good carry. I think it kind of eliminates a lot of your bad matchups. It has just really good lane matchups overall. I have a hard time seeing ones that really make it sad. And right now you have a Tiny only in the lane. You could get like a Tiny plus ranged offlaner. Death Prophet's not in the pool anymore. They're the ones with the Nature's Prophet. You could also just go for the Bloodseeker and make it so that you are good versus the Pangolier. You're also good versus the Broodmother. You're somewhat good into the Natures. You provide vision with your W. I don't know. I'm unsure if it's a bait pick or not. I don't think your lane is crazy strong with a Disruptor. It's like okay, right? Like Glimpse into Blood, right? It's okay. They go for the Troll. Okay. Classic male or Butterfly, or male or Battle Fury, depending on how your lane goes. Into the BKB Basher. Your BKB timing is crazy this game. I think you probably end up going for the Battle Fury because like you're gonna get sprouted. So I think even if you have a rough lane, you're still just gonna go ahead and finish out the Battle Fury. And now, like, even if your Disruptor doesn't have like a quick 4-stat, or maybe your Tiny just doesn't want to build one, just only build the Blink, you feel pretty happy knowing that you have the Battle Fury to get yourself out of those Sprout leashes once the time comes. I like the pick. I do. I think just like strong BKB timings are what's kind of going to get you this game. There's going to be a point where the Broodmother feels like daunting, super daunting. You don't really want to respond to it. You do have a Disruptor, and maybe that's good enough that you're able to just glimpse back on that Disruptor, or on that Broodmother. You have the Static Storm, you have the Leshrac and Tiny for this like overwhelming damage, maybe even before the pipe comes out. And maybe you can actually do that where like you kind of like top off this Broodmother before you get those two items where you feel like crazy strong. But it's not. That's not the only thing you're really worried about. Like, it's not just a Brood, right? Like, you also have the Rubik behind it. You also have this Pangolier. Like, early rolls are fantastic in its own right. You have to have that BKB before you really feel like you're comfortable being in the Pangolier's face. So, yeah. I'll have to see these last picks. I think overall you're looking at, like, I really enjoy what I have going for my early game on Block Roar. You have the Nature's Prophet, also sets you up for a decent late game. Sprout Leash will be really good eventually for this Troll Warlord, because even if you have the Battle Fury, if you've already pressed your ulti, it's a really good kiting tool. Your teammates will have to force you out, but if you've already pressed the BKB, they can't force you out because BKB doesn't go through force. Or sorry, force doesn't go through BKB. So a lot of interesting interactions here, but overall, I want you to solidify your early to mid game. I want to make sure that you don't get ran over, that you are able to take these fights with the Broodmother. And I think that's kind of where like that inflection point is. If you're really comfortable in it, you're like, hey, I already have a Brood, I already have a Pango, I don't need any extra help, then sure. Get yourself a little bit, maybe a better scaling support, because right now I feel like you're looking for a 5. I really do. And it looks like Zeus and Coddle are banned out. Those are like hybrid 2-4 heroes. So maybe it's offlane Pangolier. And we are looking for a mid laner. Which could be true, because I know that people have picked the Pangolier into Bat Rider. So like maybe, you know, if you're banning out the Bat Rider, maybe you're kind of admitting that this isn't going to be my Pango mid. Then they go for the Dawnbreaker, which is really nice save, and does enable your mid game. It helps also with your map control, because you're able to farm one of those outside waves. I think it's gonna get a bit weird with your farming on the map, because like your Nature's Prophet wants to take these like really weird waves sometimes, where you like TP's bottom, knows that the enemy team isn't there, maybe he has a ward on the outpost, he can TP to these like very far out waves and then just farm backwards into his power on the map. Well, Broodmother also just wants to sit in the lane with all the webs and farm that part of the map, and the Dawnbreaker also wants to sit somewhere and farm the map and then use the ulti to get into where the rest of the team is. So I feel like I have two heroes, my Rubik and my Pangolier, who are like, just gonna sit in the mid lane and I'm gonna hope that someone runs to me so that my Dawnbreaker can come and help out. They've had like this huge goal, and maybe if they're stopping the map, they just eat everything. They just have all the farm and you never get to touch them, because like they're just like constantly on top of you. I think there's a real way where like all your heroes are like, guys, I need another 2 items, and like there's no waves for me anymore. It's over. So I think that X5 out tempo them. Go early. There we go. Magic damage. You've got the physical damage locked up in your Troll Warlord for late. I like that. I like that pick a lot. It's also going to be a decent lane into the Dawnbreaker. You're able to stomp around, right? And the only way that you get away from that is with your hammer drop to, which you have some escape, but you're going to get out CS likely. Rotations are going to come in from the Tiny and Rubik. Both are pretty good at contesting those runes. So I think we might see a war in the mid lane as well. It's going to be a brawly game. I like this. This is going to be a fun game to cast. So I am surely excited to see what will happen here. Speaking about surely excited, my God. Oh my God, Gaiman have done the IO Witch Doctor and they're actually balling with it. Holy moly. Oh, are they doing a watch party in there? That's based. I guess if I had to choose one team to take this one, oh, I mean, Steel Borpo has been looking lit. He's been having a fine time. I remember in the last series, I thought he, I don't know, he didn't like solo carry, but he clearly had a good time on the Ember Spirit. I think I'm partial to Steel also because I thought that Steel was always a very nice person. I like seeing him do well because I like to see the nice guys win, you know. Steel and Weed, like that's... those are good people to rally behind. I don't know. Ooh, hey yo. Hey, thank you. Weed healthy tonight. Big ol' thing of blackberries. All right, and well, starting off here, we've got ourselves. Let's see, Weege and Shroud Lane. How is this gonna go? I feel like this is. I'm unsure how you secure yourself a really strong lane. This Broodmother is like already like really good at laning, and I mean Rubik has gotten better. And I think it used to be if you weren't doing like Rubik and like Slardar or Centaur. You had some like pull back into a stun, lots of nuke damage, go again later. Like I feel like that was the way that you really had Rubik looking strong. But now his kit is just so nice. You drag back, you're able to like. I think people have gotten a lot smarter as well as like pulling people back whenever the lane is big. Oh, is he gonna go down? Actually, I mean this is a good way to secure yourself a lane. Make sure that the Rubik dies, loses a bit of money first off. He's got no more fairy fires. He's actually buying out right away just in case something happens here. And the Tiny has toss available. And there it is. First blood going to Tony here. The pause for Tiny. Picking it up. Yeah, so that's something to start off. Now are you able to sit and hit the Brood for free for a bit? Yeah, Shroud is even going to step up and make sure that he's blowing the wave back. Good to see that Shaw's been taking a break from Tarkov, getting back into Dota 2. Ooh, nice. Use the W, get to both CS. I so wish that these were both W. I hate that this one is W and this one is E. I really wish that I could just bind them both to W, because it's just like very inconvenient to press Q and then like remember if I'm pressing E or not. Let's see, so it is 5 Dawn, which will do better I think for their map, because like yeah, later on whenever you really need to group up, Dawn will be the one to like take those aggressive waves, but you don't have to early, right? Like Dawn is not high enough on the farm priority where she needs to be getting those aggressive waves. So I think it does well. Now your Broodmother and your Nature's Prophet are the only ones taking those like really big waves. So I like that as kind of a maybe not a fix, but preventative measure. Whoo! Good deny. So 10-1. Looking like it'll be 10-0, 10-1, because Steel is going to get these 2 CS. Oh, there we go. And I missed second blood. Thankfully, he already died once, so I haven't missed anything important. Nice job. Shroud, again, he does need a good amount of gold here. I'm worried about how his laning is going to go versus the Broodmother, so the more kills that you can get early, the faster you can get to that Battle Fury, so it doesn't matter if you're in the lane or not, you just have the Battle Fury hitting some creeps up anyways. It's very good for them. Oh, and they're actually going to start creep dragging. Virgil is here, actually going to block and make sure that Lilith does get hit, even using the stun. Probably going to use the hammer as well. Yeah, just slowing up. Dude, Tiny is taking so much damage to this. They're actually going to... Ooh. Nature's was threatening it. He was like, I could do it. I could TP in and kill you, but I won't. I'll say this is a not fantastic lane. I didn't realize it was a switch over to the what is it called? The Primal Beast off lane. So I think this is you can see that was just like a wave. I think he was actually at full health before that all started happening, so that he like made sure it was in front of his wave. Much harder for Nature's Prophet versus Primal Beast to feel. But the power of a good laner. 5 CS. 5 CS for FCR. The Tiny only at 3 who just creep dragged. It's like Nature's is just dominating this. Honestly, you think that like Nature shouldn't be able to punish like that because you have such good armor. Like you want to get hit. You want to get hit on Primal Beast, but still like this hero is just balling up. I think there's also a bit of like a support mismatch here. I think that Virgil's been playing this fantastically and Lilith is just like fighting for his life. It's unfortunate about that matchup, it seems. So there's just a lot of good stuff happening for X5 up in the top lane. I guess he does do a good amount of damage. And he's got the stacks. Man. We also see bot side. There's a kill onto the Disruptor. A lot of low HP heroes all around. And it's still Virgil. Virgil's just chasing this guy down. He will not let the Tiny breathe. There's absolutely no rest or support. And he was looking like he had the stun available. He could possibly like toss in Virgil. But look at this. FCR is already taking a lot of damage here. They're actually going to toss back Virgil. And a little bit of damage. Missing maybe to get that kill on Tiny. But overall, the Dawnbreaker is more than willing to give his life, or at least some of his HP, to make sure that the Nature's Prophet is having a fantastic game. A fantastic game he is. Look at that. 9 denies. I know it's like a little bit inflated because it's a Nature's, right? He's probably denied some of his own creeps, but he's still doing pretty good in the lane stage here. Also on his team having a good time. Ooh, bot side. Knight. Ooh, a little bit more damage. Shroud could switch over to the range. He does. Has a whirling axes in 2 seconds. Doesn't need it. Gets 1 kill, and now Ouija actually gets back. So a nice kill for them. And Shroud, I mean, you can see whenever you have like these melee punishers, right? Like Slark, or not Slark, Slardar. Troll is one of the most notorious counters to the Slardar, because whenever you want to like have a hero that wants to get on top of you and then wants to right click you, you know, the troll kick, you know, it stops you from getting on top of you and stops them from hitting you at melee range. So typically folds to a lot of ranged offlaners, but to the melee ones, especially like Brood Mother, you're at least able to play it. And though I think the Brood will still end up having a good time eventually, this early game is not so bad. In fact, Shroud having a good time, 26 to the 22 of the Brood Mother. So right now it's looking good. I think once the levels start to pop up, the Revenant starts to have a lot more of a spider lane army, you can probably see things start to go his way. Not say it's all over because the troll can clear spiders, but I just think it's a little bit harder. Looks like Borko actually, ooh, glimpse away before that last hit of the Starbreaker can connect. Looks like they'll still get the kill on Steel here. So 3 heroes into the mid lane at 6 minutes. I honestly think this is the right move. I think a lot of people would cope and be like, hey, 3 mid, you know, our side lanes are winning. But, you know, that early 6 for you, using that to get a kill, even hopefully pressuring a bit. I would be like shoving this, I feel. Yeah, okay, there we go. So there you go, shoved out. You're gonna get some tower damage while this Leshrac is gone. Now you can even consider like, do I want to go top or not? Looks like the answer is no. But how are things going everywhere else? I mean, Revenant 28 CS to 38. He's not, he ain't hurt. He's good. Yeah, I like that move. I like that move from Block a lot. Let's tune in. Let's see. Any updates to give? Nope. No updates to give on that. Oof. The Major is one hell of a drug. Let me tell you. Nice stack here. Steel. Now, of course, no Bloodstone yet. Mana is already down. You'll have the mana to clear this stack and then get out into the mid lane again. Good efficiency. Man, they're really trying to kill. Oh, how did this happen? How did you end up getting pushed back into your tier 2? I feel like this lane, he's got 29 CS now. SCR has definitely come back. I don't think he has any business being even close to Nature's, considering how this lane started, but it's coming back in a nice way. And still just maxing trample. It's not like you're doing anything cute, right? Ooh. Immediately skills the ulti, gets the pulverize, but not a whole lot of damage. Popping the uproar as well, and now walking through. Virgil will end up getting the stun, but the charge away. Ooh, I think a bit of an issue actually. FCR didn't go the whole way on the onslaught. Could have held it for a little bit longer. Instead, going to go down. Wanted to get just another CS for it, but instead just ends up losing his life and losing the ulti. I think things were looking really good. I said something nice about him, and immediately he made a mistake. That's my bad. That's a caster curse. Looks like mid lane, another set of bad things happening, but this time it is Block Roar. It seems picking up on a little bit of it. Rubik going down, but you also pick up another kill onto this Disruptor. Let's see, what's our net worth looking like? Woo! Yeah, the offliners are both, offlaners are both getting a little bit hurt, but I feel like the Nature's Prophet, again, like, you could be a little bit higher on that one. I'm unsure what happened in the laning stage that this kind of went the way that it is. But I like, since you're going into the jungle at least that early, I like you go for the power treads and then you finish the Midas, because like you kind of need the treads in order to hit jungle creeps. If you're just hitting lane creeps, you don't really care because you're, you know, you're having your friends tank for you. Ooh, Shroud. Has Whirling Axes. Also has... Ooh. Yeah. Has a wand if he wants to pop, but Revenant's starting to feel pretty good, and Shroud may have to consider popping the ulti here if he wants to survive. Roll coming through. Shroud, does he just hold it? He's trying to dodge around. Okay, he does end up holding it. He knows that if he presses the ulti, he's just gonna die anyways. It's just later. So it doesn't end up pulling the trigger here. They'll end up getting a tower now for block Roar, and this Broodmother has just solidified itself as another middle of the pack core in terms of the net worth. So all of a sudden that rough lane stage really doesn't matter. 500 gold up on FCR, who is getting something. Also trying to get himself back up to that net worth spot, but they're gonna have a harder time taking this tower. Steel only has 2 points in the Diabolic Edict. People have been putting a lot more points into the Lightning Storm as of late. But just overall, they don't have a whole lot of tower pressure without the Diabolic Edict in, so that'll stay up for another minute or so. Looks like it's just a minute, not or so. It will fall. There's going to be no TP in. Broodmother's about to just like eat this whole bottom side of the map. All of these webs already set up to do so. Troll Warlord is down. I think a lot more people have been talking about how you don't want to go opposite side of the map. I think really early on, before this patch was really like safe lane jungle favored, you would just get into the laning stage and then you would immediately top TP to your offlane tower and you'd be like, okay, I want to farm here now. Because you had a triangle that you could go in and farm. Now you don't really have the triangle. Dire really wants to stay in their primary jungle because you have these like 3 camps that you can farm super easy. But, like Troll Warlord, he doesn't really want to leave yet. Like Shroud, technically, like he has 3 people who are farming up here. Another one that's taking the mid lane. You just don't have anywhere to farm. So this Brood is just like hammering in your tower, and you're getting really confined to like these waves. I'm honestly like astonished that Shroud is still up to this like 5,000 net worth. I feel like he doesn't have a whole lot available, but he is making the most of what is available to him for sure. I think his team needs to make a little bit of an effort to either really secure this top side of the jungle and not just like these two. Like you almost want to be farming these as well. These are kind of being untouched right now because you can't just live on the towers or the farm that he's getting right now. He needs to be able to get some more, especially once this Battle Fury comes out, right? Once the Battle Fury comes out, like, he's gonna eat so much more than just these like 3, maybe 4 cabs. The Pangolier on the other side is like feeling good. It feels like Black Roar have such a better grip on the map for the future. The game is really even right now. In fact, Virgil gonna make it a little bit more even. They're gonna turn around with the hammer and with the roll through from Ryu. Steel gonna get locked up. No Bloodstone yet. So a nice move up from X5. Again, like securing this top side, or sorry, it's not from X5, from Black Roar. Securing this top side. Again, primary jungle is all for you. So, you know, Remnant's able to walk away, or even TPing mid to make sure that they protect this tower. Oh, regen rune denied by Weege. Ulti out, looks like he will die. Maybe a mid tower here for Black Roar. Tiny TP in, all right, maybe a fight happening. Revenant's already in. He's gonna use an avalanche. Nice hit onto 2 of them. They know the roll is already down on the jump through from FCR. They're actually gonna glimpse back 1. I'm not sure if who was the one that actually got sent, but it does not matter. The tower will go down quickly. Broodmother is just, oh, dude, gulping all of this map. All of this map is Broods. You can see it from a very poor net worth, almost top 3 now, an almost top 3 going the way entirely of Dire. Only Shroud is the one that's farming up appropriately afterwards. And unfortunately, the Claymore is the last piece to suck up, so gonna need another 300 gold here before the Battle Fury will be complete. He can start gathering gold of his own. And the Battle Fury timing is like pretty good. I don't think it's bad. You're looking at like probably 15 minutes when it shows up to his inventory. He's got phase boots. He's got a full wand. Like that's not naked Battle Fury by any means. And it looks like, oh, a little bit of a kill to help out here. That's a big creep that you can get. Unfortunately, Weege is the one that gets the last hit with the Static Storm, but Shroud's still part of it. That is a early diffusal blade. Man, Troll loves his mana. I almost comparatively to like a Wraithkin, where like your second life is totally hinged on like you having mana in order to press it. Also, a really big kill on that Broodmother. And again, no pipe yet, so and like this is a timing. If you can try to force this one out, that you can hopefully get killed on Broodmother and hopefully kind of secure this bottom side of the map for you. Looks like Virgil likely to go down here. A really nice hold on the stun. from the Tiny to make sure that the Starbreaker doesn't complete. And this is just looking really nice from Black Roar right now. The control is fantastic, even though they did lose the Broodmother. All right, get that one, you know, iron that out a little bit. Don't die again on the Broodmother. You're a good hero. You're really good with gold and staying alive to control that map. You can even see, like, Weesh is allowed to run down here without fearing his life. That doesn't usually happen if there's a Brood down there. Is rolling on to the Disco Pony, and with the Stolen Avalanche, they actually have a good amount of damage, lifting back as well into the roll. Looks like they missed it a little bit, but the swash through. Ryu will still connect on it, and now the Toro Warlord TP'd in. I wanted to help my team, but he's already dead just as fast as he came in. Rounding another tier 2 tower. No mercy here from Block Roar. They will go as far as they need to steer these kills, and now, I mean, in 15 minutes, they may find themselves just taking this tier 2 tower. They've got all these summons from the Nature's Prophet, from the Broodmother, and they have everything they need. They're gonna take themselves a tier 2 here. Maybe they force, I mean, oh no, there's no fort to use. They're just gonna take it. Man. Good moves from Black Warrior here. Eat some of my blackberries here while we're at it. So good. It's like Virgil already used the ulti. Steel Borko, I mean, he's coming down here to get the kill. You're not just coming just get a wave and leave. So hopefully they get this one on the Dawnbreaker. They'll find it. But now Revenant, I mean, Steel has to run next to this Disruptor. You can't allow all these bugs. Oh, they do. All the spiders get the kill. Now they do turn back onto Ryu, but a nice shard. The roll up is perfect from Ryu. And while Steel, after such a good performance in his last game, will end up dying here again. And well, maybe they can get this one back around with the Troll Warlord. They get another kill on the Nature's Prophet, but running into the trees, Revenant, the counter for this one is the Disruptor. Since the Disruptor is already gone, a little bit of an easier time now from the Broodmother to be able to play the game, get into the trees and just get out. The copy pastas for the E-Pulse chat are pretty based. These are pretty good. I can only send one message every 120 seconds, so I need to make it count. Skate park. It's so good. It's just, it's fantastic. I feel like there are people who really hate like copy pastas in Twitch chat, but I like good copy. I hate like one man spam. I know everybody hates one man spam, but I've never been one to go into Twitch chat and be like, I want to have a healthy discussion on the state of Dota 2 and the players who are playing right now. And I feel like every time that I see like someone try to have an intelligent take on something in a Dota game from Twitch chat, it's usually like very insulting or just like completely incorrect. So I don't care. I don't care what like people are actually typing. I love the memes though. Like that shit is amazing. I don't love it like whenever you look at like a gigantic streamer and like that's the only thing that you see, like the entire like 8 hours every single day. Like that's rough. I think every once in a while you see it pull through, like it makes me laugh. I do like it. I'll have to think about the optimal copy pastas per minute. I can tell you what the optimal kill per minute is, and it looks a little bit high right now for X5. They're gonna get another death on Steel, and looks like Lilith's trying to get away. A beautiful sprout by Anais? And a Yessi? Ooh, we're gonna go by the Nature's Prophet. And it looks like another just like snowball kill from Block Roar right into a tier 2 tower. Virgil's sleeping out. He doesn't even have to be here anymore. Remember's just gonna stay here. Has the pipe. It's just so much harder to kill now. You can look at all this early lineup damage, right? You have the Static Storm. You have all the damage now from the Celestial, the Tiny, the Primal Beast. It's all magic. So I feel like a lot of these Broodmothers would consider going Greaves first, like in every lane that you're possibly in. I like the opt-in for the pipe first. Greaves are cool. They're a very good item. Very good for your sustain. But it's kind of one of those, like, what if I just block the damage that's coming in anyways and, like, offer this extra magic resist? Well, then, I don't really have to have the heal because the damage isn't happening anyways. So really nice itemization here from the Brood. Also really good for your spiders, right? Like that avalanche does like jack shit to your spiders now. So at least there is a blink dagger on Tiny, so you can start to do something. But man, look at this. It was Treads, Midas, Mail, BKB. Now you got a DD going into the Roche pit. Eventually there will be a disarm on the Roshan. So yeah, just easy game right now. 4 block roar, 7,000 net worth lead. Aegis on NASE? NASA? We'll get it eventually. Broodmother looks to fall here, so a nice start to the fight. That is your aura buyer, so you do kind of push back block roar for the moment. Shroud even gets the benefit of a lot of these spiders. That's kind of the start that you need, right? Like you need to do something in order to get these fights started, but unfortunately because this Aegis still has another 4 minutes 30 seconds, NASA will just keep farming on bottom, and you'll you know, just TP back in whenever the Aegis is up. Or sorry, whenever the Brood is up. They've done it. Damn. Oh, Weesh. Maybe in danger here. A nice Sprout use. I would love to see where the exact placement of the Sprout was. Like, I feel like he actually only sprouted the back half, so he made up for sure that he was going to get the body block onto the Raptor. Not that I think he needed it. I think the Raptor was dead no matter what, but pretty cool efficiency play there. I think there's vision here. Immediately dropping the sentry. Unfortunately, with all 3 attack speed that is on a Tiny, it'll still... Oh, he doesn't even get to D-ward the sentry. They immediately TP down for a fight here. NAS is going to get Force Staff onto the high ground. Actually has his own Force. And then Blink Avalanche, actually pretty good to drop back. But he's got a BKB, he's got a second life. They'll take the first life of the Nature's Prophet here, still having a BKB and an ulti available from Shroud. This is where they want to turn it around here. Pressing the ulti after the BKB. It's a big one, but I mean, there's so much heal. The Dawnbreaker is just staying right on top of the Nature's Prophet, and with the Aghanim Scepter up already, I mean, you just never have a chance to kill. Shroud's gonna fall here, and another tier 2 tower will go down. A fantastic play, and honestly, Virgil, playing especially greedy. I would not suggest usually going for that like really early Aghanim Scepter, but I think you're just going to enable your team. It's like, can I ulti on them and make sure that they never die? Yes, then cool, I go for that. And the net worth of the Dawnbreaker, easily 2,000 ahead of any other support on the enemy team. It's just, you had the gold, go for it. GG, it does feel like GG after that one. I think Brood was probably a bit of a mistake to leave in, as well as the Nature's Prophet. Like both these, like this hero made it into the second phase. This is a second phase pick. I think the Nature's been playing very well. 6-2. I mean, obviously the Pango has had a really nice time. 12-0. I think that one also was a second phase that went uncontested. I literally like every one of these heroes except for the Dawnbreaker, which is the 23 pick. Every one of these 4 heroes, I would say, is like very meta right now. And like whenever you pick that in the second phase, like, sure, you're gonna have to let some of them through sometimes. You know, you can't ban every single meta hero out, but you gotta have some sort of answer for it. And clearly, this Pangolier has not had an answer. I kind of like the Bloodseeker. I thought that was like your easy, hey, I'm just gonna answer it now with one of my carries, so like I can just play the game. But they went for the Troll. Good lane into the Broodmother. Bloodseeker, it's possible that you just get worked in the lane though, so I can kind of understand why they didn't want to pick it. Oh, Weesh. They don't get the stun on the 5, but they will get it on the 4. Unfortunately, it doesn't really matter. You can say like, oh guys, we got TPs, you know, we got them out. Like Nature's will just be anywhere else on the map. You know, Nature's can come back. Midas is up. Midas. Oh my god. Oh, it's been like 15 seconds. Oh no. Oh no. Midas! There you go. Meanwhile, the rest of his team is just fighting. This defusal has been like amazing from the Pangolier. He's got Blink Yules afterwards too. All he needs to do is survive. Like, he's been playing pretty well. Basher coming up next. Like Defusal Shard were his A tier items after that, nothing else mattered. They're going to try to turn their sights onto the top tower now. And for X5, you've got... I feel like you've got somewhat of a light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like, they killed the Nature's Prophet without the BKB pretty early. But it also meant there was no Dawn ult. And look at Dawn staying, like, all the way back here. Feels like you gotta do some, like, massive smoke around, right? Try to find the Dawn Breaker. But they're going for these very simple, like, just head straight on. And this is exactly how Black Roar wants you to take the fight if you're against them. Yeah, sure, run into my big heroes. Let my Pango just roll onto you. Oh, it looks like you might kill one of us. Well, then let me just Dawnbreaker all into them, and then you'll never have a chance. So, I mean, they get another 2 kills. We go right up the high ground again, and still they have this, like, back pocket Dawnbreaker. He's able to ulti in with the Aghanim Scepter. Still, you have all this tower pressure. You still have the BKB on the Nature's Prophet as well. So, like, you still have everything. And X5, they're just constantly losing it. This is the first time that they've hit a tier 3 tower as well. You know, Steel, BKB available, going for a little bit more tank. Feels like he's just dying too often. Gonna get the toss back onto the Broodmother, problem the ulti as well. Hopefully they can control her, and the Dawnbreaker ulti used only for the Broodmother, meaning there may be a little bit of an opportunity for you to kill someone else, maybe Nature's, or just drag back the Broodmother. And Revenant popping the insatiable hunger, but you don't get a hit very often. They will end up getting the kill. Shroud is the one to pick it up here. Unfortunately, Tiny tried to go in and get yourself another kill, and the SA will end up popping the BKB, getting out of there afterwards, and they do drag back. No! The roll-up for you! Played it perfectly. Weege, I'm sorry, man. That is rough. Had the vision, so I mean, I think if there was no ward for you, may have just, like, straight up popped the roll-up and been fine. But because he had the vision here, you can see, like, there's a Static Storm. There's absolutely no chance that I'm going back in that. So he didn't even risk it. Like, yeah, I'm going to be sitting here for a while, but he knows that they already blew the load here. So as long as he avoids that, doesn't matter. He's safe. Only 1 tower gone, by the way. Top tower is the only one to fall so far for Black Roar. They're having one hell of a time on the tower protection. And NASA, ooh, still, oh, he could just fall here. Gets the stun, forcing forward on the Nature's Prophet. Needs a little bit more damage. Didn't have it. Almost getting the kill. And honestly, like, surprised there's no Gleipnir yet. It feels like the Satanic is a bit unneeded, because you already have the protection from your Dawnbreaker, and you have the aura protection from your Broodmother. Do you really need the Satanic? I don't know. I feel like as long as you get a Gleipnir, you're sitting pretty. Wise. Okay, Dota. Dota had a really hard time with that Nature's ulti. Looks like a nice stun, but unfortunately by himself on this. Oh no, Tiny, and right on the Troll Warlord has to pop the BKB, has to pop the ulti, but again, the ulti in from the Dawnbreaker is protecting everybody here. Virgil making sure that nobody goes down. You have this one singular timing on the Troll Warlord, and it's just totally canceled out by this Dawnbreaker. So once it's done, Steel trying to do the damage, but even with the Bloodstone, you simply do not have the damage to do this all by yourself. They'll get the kill on Shroud, and well, yeah, they're collapsing into this one on Black Roar. Onto the triangle. No one can survive the onslaught here from this Black Roar lineup. And with all their summons, all their little spiders, they're going to go right up onto the tier 3. And only a Tiny and a Primal Beast to protect them. So I don't think they're going to get... I don't think they're going to save this tower. Another tier 3 will fall. Yeah, I wanted to see them go heavier into the early game lineup. They went for the Primal Beast. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good play, but I think the meta lineup was just well too much. And yes, they will get themselves another kill. BKB pop. Primal Beast won't live through that one much at all. And I think another one, Ryu. I mean, I'm talking about the meta. This Pangolier has been a very popular hero already. Gets into the mid lane, and yeah, 13-0 on the Pango. And that's one hell of a stat line. GG is called game 1. Well in favor of Black Roar. Gotta go back to the drawing board for X5. I mean, Weege, very, very good player. I think there's a possibility. I think that you go back to the drawing board, you figure out like, hey, I think these heroes murked us. I think maybe the Broodmother was a bit too much for us. I think we tried to play a cute lineup that could try to counter it. This time we're just gonna maybe play a bit more straight up for it. Is that the game? Are they already up in the game? Wow. They went fast. All right, let me okay, I'm just gonna close out of this one real quick. I want to see the oh my god. So I like oh god, I can't remember words. I like the Disruptor as an answer to the Broodmother. I thought that one was cool. I think the follow-up was kind of lacking. I think the build from the Brood was really nice to get that pipe really early. Pango just like unstoppable this game. What is the 5K? It's not like Lesh had a bad time. All right, Lesh still at 4,300. I think that's a respectable net worth. Like, things are still going well, but my god. Looking at a very farmed Pangolier. And the laning stage was very even for everybody. I think your Nature's Prophet also, like, you know, up at the 4K, still pretty good. Primal Beast is the only one below that 4,000 mark, which I'd say is like a little bit subpar, but it's still not bad. I think once you got into the mid game here, just better play, better calling, and better itemization as well from Block Roar. I don't know. I would talk about the bans maybe. I think Lena's a definitely good one to ban out if you're not. Look at the 5 pick. Maybe you also keep the Broodmother out, you know, if you don't want to play against that hero again. I would not blame you if you want to take that out and not have to deal. Oh. Looks like we're going to be looking at 2 minutes. So, everybody watch the Lima Major? Looks like it do be all over. Oh no, they broke the trophy. Oh god. Dude, I love the picture for Liquid. Their banner that they posted after the finals. It actually looks like a family portrait. My god. Wear patch. Wear patch. It's over, dude. I hope this is a 2-0. What happens after this game whenever the massive update gets uploaded? Dota's crumbling from the Muerta update. TD12 is trying to finish it. What a tourney. What a tourney. I'm excited to see what the changes are. I feel kind of bittersweet about like there not being a patch before the major hit, because you have like I think Lena didn't get like entirely figured out. But I think people kind of thought that it was like this invincible hero that didn't have anything you could do against it. And like Liquid did show, and like granted, Liquid were like a phenomenal team, and still are a phenomenal team. But even before, you know, whenever bots left, I think they did kind of get taken down a little bit. But I think they did kind of show that like this relocation versus the Lena is very nice. Not just like one single hero, like a literal like draft theory, like relocating the hero, bringing it back to you, and dispersing it before you can get the BKB off. Which you'd think like, oh, that's like every hero, yes.
Closing
But that was like
parenthesis.
specifically how they were playing versus the Lena. Like, that kind of looked pretty good. Nature's Prophet is an offlaner instead, also looking pretty good. So I like that you kind of saw that. However, I think that Gaming Gladiators have Quinn Callahan, who you were banning out his Leshrac. You have to ban out the IO, also versus Gaming Gladiators. And you also want to ban out like a Brood Mother, so you don't get brooded. You also have to ban out the Lena, because Lena's really good, and honestly, I just don't want to play against it. So you have like, you have all these heroes. I think specifically for Gaming Gladiators, you just can't ban them all out. If you don't have an answer to Quinn Leshrac, you gotta take it away. He's just way too good. So I think that's the only unfortunate part. Like, I do like seeing that there were answers to it, but I also kind of would have liked to see Gaming Gladiators with a bit more of a challenge. What does TD12 stand for? I think they actually changed what it stands for. It is the tournament. Something? Tournament? Yeah, tournament development leagues. I inherited the abbreviation. I think you did a good job with the abbreviation. I think the Dota 2 league was not great. I think the tournament development leagues is good, because I think that is whenever you have like these kind of like tier 3, tier 4 tournaments who do have money and have like teams that are going into the open quals, I think that's a fantastic way to brand it. What do you stand for? The Dota 2 league. Not great, but I think Mantis did a good job. I think the tournament and development league is a really, really good. I actually think it's like perfect. I was really happy because I was going through the ticket. I saw that it was the tournament development league. Now I was like, that's sick. Oh, that's a big fan of that old name. I was not. Whenever I saw that pop into self promo and I was like, the Dota 2 league, that's interesting. It seems like a much more like haughty name, right? Like, we are the Dota 2 league. Like, I like the new and keep the mission mind. Yeah, no, I really like it. By the way, Staple Science. I did see that. Sorry, I was on my monologue. I didn't want to stop monologuing yet. Thank you for the resubscription. 20 months. We are 4 away from the 2 years. Thank you so much. The new name is not boring. I don't think that the new name is boring at all. We also almost had the TD2L. That was PDC was literally almost TD2L. The exact thing. It was gonna be the truly Dota 2 league, because I was drinking all the time. I thought that would be pretty funny to do the truly Dota 2 league. Another XD2L. There are a lot of XD2Ls. That's why we didn't do it for PDC. At the end, like, Sauce and I were talking about it, and we were like, there's so many, like, D2Ls. So, like, we had enough. So, like, Circuit was... We just landed on, like, we wanted it to be, like, Dota Circuit. We didn't know what it was gonna, like, stick as. And I think it was Funzo that said Phase. The Phase Dota Circuit. Which we were pretty happy with. PDC kind of rolled off the tongue. There's a lot of artwork of Phase boots out there, so it's pretty nice. Right. No, the new name is not boring. I like the tournament and development league. I genuinely I think that is a very, very
Listening
good
to Funzo, mistake number 1.
Listening to
Ask
Funzo,
him about his
mistake
recent
number 1.
unranked
Ask him about his
experience.
recent unranked experience. Monkas. Did that happen last night? I hope he didn't publish. I told him I was done. After the B Cup, I was just trying to chill for a bit. I was out. I hope he wasn't pubbing after that. That sounds dangerous. PDC as well, Math. It's a good one. We're actually we've been inspired by this league, and we've been talking about how we want to do maybe our own set like the Pro Series, because there was also this one. We're thinking more along the lines of the RD2O Premier though, because we thought that like the way that RD2L did their stuff was like really cool for Masters until Season 1 of Masters was really cool. Season 2 of RD2L Masters was had some issues. But also thank you very much for the subscription, wife. I do appreciate it. 7 months, man. Thank you a lot. I do appreciate all the subs. I know I say a lot that like I'm not in it for the money, but the nice little subscription money, and Crystal likes that too. You know, my wife probably thinks he pays more for the subscription money than I do. She definitely appreciates it a lot. I like to see the number. I like to see the subscriber number. It is a very nice, like, my growth as a streamer definitely has correlated as well with the subscriptions. And of course, I have like a lot of people who have just been like subbing for like all over. Tons of people. I think whenever I first started streaming, actually, my dad. I was just thinking about this not too long ago. Actually, my dad messaged me and he was, because I told him like, hey, I think I want to start streaming. I think I want to do this casting thing, and I put a lot of time into it and see if I can make it work. I didn't know what he was gonna say to me because it was like, you know, this is a hobby that's like online gaming, and you know, he wasn't really like. I don't want to say like he wasn't super supportive, but he was much more like I should be focusing on my studies and my sports. And I shouldn't be playing a whole lot of video games. I was worried about what he would say. But he was like, oh, okay. And he started looking into it, and he's like, how can I sub for a full year? It's like that. You don't have to do that. It's like you don't have to like subscribe. Like I enjoy you watching, enjoy you chatting. Like that's perfectly fine. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, well, just let me know who I can gift a sub to then, so then someone else can use it. And so like we had for a while. I think like my entire first year actually, dad would be like, hey, you know, your one sub is here. Let me know who I should gift it to. So it is still nice, even though I have a nice job. I still like seeing all the subs come in. It's very helpful. And again, Crystal really likes the income. It'd be sick. Yeah, no, we're trying. I think, you know, as you've also found out, the issue is funding. The one solidified way to get teams to show up to a tournament and show up on time is paying them. That's actually really good. So that's that's what we got to look into. TD12 Grand Finals hype. There's also Lima Major. So spoiler alert, if you are interested in watching replays of the Lima Major, you should mute for about 10 to 15 seconds before I say it's all good with my thumbs up on stream. There is no more. There's no more Lima Major. It's over. Quinn fucking stomped. Quinn had a really good time. The major, it's all over. So no, there's not. So yeah. Ugh. Let's see, what's this draft looking like? Dude, Block Roar dominated. I said that whenever they were playing against their last two series, they had Enigma in 3 of their 4 series. They played very well with it. I believe they won every... Oh, before I commit a lie. Yes, they won, well, because they won all their previous games, yeah. So they won every game with the Enigma. And they opened up with the 5 into the 8 Enigma. And let's see, they didn't even like they saw the Undying. I guess the one issue with like picking Undying on 7 is that 8 Enigma does really hurt. Because you can't pick Silencer. I've seen people try to do it, where they try to like shoehorn this like 5 Silencer, 4 Undying into your draft, and yeah, you are like arranged in a melee supports, so it's not like you automatically have 2 backliners. You don't really want to throw a backline core into that, but like he doesn't offer lockdown. You have 2 heroes that are like very much like team fight, long cooldown centric, so you're very set back by your 2 support timings. Is this the first game? No, this is the second game. Block Roar dominated game number 1 behind a Pango mid, a Nature's Prophet carry, and a Broodmother. I will say those 3 all looked fantastic. Not to take away from the supports. Supports also played a decent game, but they looked positively dominating. You know the game's over when a Tuscan just buy December like a lunatic. I do think that's funny. It's a funny build. It's cool. Let's see. I really like that Lycan pick. I like that Lycan pick a lot. I like it. I've also even just liked versus the Rubik. I think Rubik, one of the big issues with the hero is that if you do get caught out, you just die. It's very hard, especially whenever people have been playing on a pause 5 to like survive during this. We're kind of like unsure, like, am I looking at a Tusk mid? Am I looking at a Tusk 4 and a Rubik 5? So this is actually a Rubik 5. I genuinely love this Lycan pick because you're able to chase the Rubik down for sure. You're able to chase the Drow down also. Like, Silence just does not do a lot. Now, the Shard on Drow will help you clear those illusions, so it's not like it's a free, or not illusions, it's summons. It's not a free game for, like, the Lycan Wolves and his summons, but it's still really good for your chase down. Your draft is pretty stun light, though. We got Bushwhack. That is not enough lockdown for I think what's about to happen on this last pick, because for Block Roar, they do have 23. I think what I might want to do here is, oh, they disconnected. Oh, we paused. Were you, Virgil, Knight, and NASA have all disconnected? I believe one of those was their drafter. Oh, and they paused the game. Bro. Well, I guess it's my time to send that message out. There have been mass disconnects. Game is paused. Game has been unpaused. Because everybody reconnected. Alright, cool. And they have 3 seconds. They didn't ban. They opted to not ban a hero. What region are these teams from? So both teams are Peru. They both opted in to play on the Peru servers. So there's no advantage to either team on the server. Block Roar also just did not bet. This is interesting. I don't know if Tint's draft thing has had to deal with no bans yet. It's funny. Kunkka, the lowest win rate mid laner in the entire major. Woo! So very good against the Lycan. Drag him back. You're able to clear all of his summons with physical damage. And I think you're looking at... Is it not Magnus? Could you Magnus? Magnus would provide some lockdown. Yeah, it's not a mid laner. I've seen people go like a Razor mid lane. And you just kind of like run down the Kunkka. He's not really able to enter the lane because as soon as he tries to enter, he ends up getting static linked. You don't love a lot of your ranged mid laners anymore because they all will just get kind of chunked to the cleave. You go something like static, like DK. Pango seems good. It would be a decent Pango game. Block Roar, they must have suspected it a little bit earlier because they banned it out in the second phase. Storm Spirit. I don't know. Again, love jump. I love jump into a 5 Rubik lineup. I think the more that you're not allowing that Rubik to just stay back and cast spells, the worse he just feels. I don't think that Storm versus Kunkka is all that Storm favored at all. In fact, I could see people picking Kunkka into Storm. That doesn't excite me. You do end up getting on top of the Drow. But counter initiation is really good, and I think you're already spending a lot of your initiation to get on top of the Rubik. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm not gonna like throw this one away at all off of the draft. I think it's also easy to kind of just look back at the last game and go, you know, X5 maybe not, you know, proving themselves a lot in the last game. Talking about I also don't have any euros to like against Radiant. That's a fair point, right? Like nothing feels good. I'm playing against a Rubik, an Enigma. My Kunkka is gonna X me. The Tusk is gonna try to burst me. Like, I don't like playing against any of them. That's a good point. Just trying to think of like Void Spirit is kind of like unheard of now. You definitely don't play Quap into the Kunkka. Maybe the answer was Doom. Maybe. I don't know. It's a grudge match. X5 beat Block Roar last tournament to win the final. Damn. X didn't know that. They did not seem like they had that good of a time versus Block Roar in game 1. Interesting. They must have been under a different team name. Unfortunate. Don't say that hero's name. He's not a real hero, just someone that farms and also clears the lane. You don't think the Doom is real? Man, I don't know. I've watched too much Saberlight Doom. I think the Doom hero is like really cool. Plus,
Rare kindness.
okay. Doom versus Enigma, you get to just like suck up one of his Eidolons all the time. Free gold, easy. Oh no, Void Spirit. Oh, yeah, no, Void Spirit is not a real hero. No, I was like, Storm also hasn't really been looked at like a ton. The Aghanim Scepter is, I feel like, really what people play towards now, like BKB Ags, Zip M. People have been going back and forth on Ember. I feel like you can ask like 2 different like tier 1 analysts, and both of them will have a different opinion on whether or not Ember is really good. One would be like, oh yeah, this hero is fantastic. You're able to outplay. You go for this like Linking Refresher Magic build. You have another one who's like, yeah, this hero is actually awful, and I have no idea why people pick it anymore. Void Spirit, I think everybody's like, dog hero, which is also a fantastic voice line if you guys have any points. I like shilling my voice up because no one else actually uses it anymore. It's very sad. Same team name was BL1 because the tournament ran so long. Oh. Huh. Well, whenever I click on like the other series, they like it doesn't pop up. It's very strange. So that does look like X5 Gaming in Blackmore. Huh. Okay. Weird. Weird. 19-0 Naga Monkas. That's why the Naga got banned out. Holy, wait a second. It's mid. What? It's mid drought? No, Borko. Oh my god. This is someone who played League of Legends. The only people that I've ever seen try to take Quap mid, or Quap Drow mid, are people who played League. That's it. Nobody else ever dares. Alright, well, fantastic first wave from the Drow. Still really good CS, but traded much better on the HP department. And Steel, wonder, do you go for the Vortex? I don't know, he just goes for the level 2 and the Overload. So he's just going to keep trying to, like, nuke down. I think he played the first wave, like, crazy well. Like, Drow knew, like, that's whenever I had to be, like, lit. And went for a Wraith Band instead of, oh, I missed First Blood. Ooh, okay, I'm still looking. Okay, no bottle coming out. Where was that? Alright, Hoodwink, what happened? What happened, baby? Alright, you have seemed to get stunned and Fade Bolted. Well, what can you do? It's hard. Drow kind of overplaying after the first wave. Definitely, like, going, like, super aggressive. I get the level 1 timing was really good. I think you kind of have to put that sort of pressure on, right? Like, eventually, you have a Storm that hits level 6. It's kind of hard for you to play. I wonder why they did this lane swap as well. Is it really just because of the... Hey, it's gotta be just because you're clearing wolves. It's work. I mean, top 2 CS is because of this lane swap. There's definitely some wolves locked in there too for NASA, which I hope is how you pronounce that. Which I only really go off of, nobody's told me it's wrong or stop calling me that. So I just assume that it's correct. See, Shroud this time, he's the one that's on the Nature's Prophet. Kind of got bullied by Nature's last game. Oh my god, speaking of getting bullied, Knight just like has a hoodwink clicking him with the Blightstone as well and enabling all those other creeps from the Lycan to click him. Are you gonna go for like the snowball? What are you? Oh no, he's just going right in for the rune. Okay. Level 2, kind of holding his point. I could have seen a world where he tried to sack with the ice shards, but nope. Just going in to get the rune. They secure both runes. Oh, they are targeting the Borko lane. My god. I knew they had 3 people in the lane like 6 minutes last time, but upping it to 4. Woo! And it's, again, like the lanes aren't like super stomping. Like, yeah, Enigma's having a rough time. But Enigma is also denying all these waves, and Virgil's showing up now after going into the mid lane. They drop down the tomb, and Shroud, he's just gonna die here. Enigma even being the one to pick up the kill? No, that is crazy. They get a tomb for it. And my hoodwink goes down. Hoodwink, baby. Baby. What's going on? That's rough. So I pronounced it too when I was casting? Alright, cool. There's... At least there's uniformity. As long as we're consistent. Dude. Conka do be clicking up with the CSing. Ooh, they want to kill Borko before he gets level 6. EU does not have anything to protect himself here, so another multi-shot kill. Or I say that's the first multi-shot kill for the Drow. Double Wraith. Just having a really grand old time. I think this is just really good, like, noticing your strengths. Like, Block Roar clearly have an advantage when it comes to these side lanes. Like, Brandon is having a good time, like, off the waves. Shroud just kind of wants to get the farm. Virgil just wants to go and kill wherever he goes. Like, he's only level 2. They're suffering on the support levels because of it, but their cores are having a fantastic time after it. FCR is not even having, like, the grandest old times down here. Konka's having a nice one. I don't know. It is really good heads-up play from Block Roar to make sure that they are making those rotations into the mid lane. And, like, that's the only one that's, like, kind of a concern. And now they may even get themselves another kill. Ulti already up for the Drow Ranger. I believe a full level up now. Yeah, on Borko. Level 6 for the timing, they're just not letting it happen. Not even a silence on Drow. You'd figure that, like, silence on Drow would be doing this, but it's not. Oh, Borko popping the haste, trying to get away here. Looks like big proc. And they're TPing another hero. Like, guys, I think we can kill him. If we only have one more hero in the mid lane, we can finally do it. Borko, he does have the help of Weesh. Is maxing out the decay. Like, now you're in Dying's out of this top lane. Is Shroud CSing fine? They just bring Virgil back. How does he get back so fast? Are there cheats enabled? Is he just pressing dash teleport? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, support the dire supports. They don't want it. They do not want the smoke. Weesh is finally here. And they just want to kill whoever's in the mid lane here. Another drag back. Weesh gonna drop down the tombstone, and yeah, unfortunately that's not really protecting you. Finally, they're gonna bring in LTH, and they'll still know the silence. He just needs one more hit, but he doesn't get it. Ulti in from the Shroud will actually end up collecting the kill. on Knights, but still, I mean, they're sacking 3 heroes in this mid lane, which means that they're sharing all the XP, they're sharing all the gold, but anyone who shows up will die because they don't have anyone who just holds a wave. They don't have anyone who just, like, sits in front, nukes it out, keeps it going. Whereas you have 3 heroes, honestly, maybe even 4 that can do that on block roar, so really nice. I wonder if that's something that a lot of teams think about, or like, hey, if they don't have anyone to just like sit and hold a tower, we're gonna set 3 heroes on this wave at 6 minutes, and we're just gonna make sure that nobody can stay here. I wonder if that's a way to think about the game. See, last hits I think are a bit overrated right now. 4,300 net worth on the drop very, very early on. Storm's having a very, very rough time. He's trying to get anything. He has some XP, which is nice, but the levels are not everything for a Storm Spirit. You do want to have some of that gold. Now, thankfully, the Nature's Prophet is also having a decent time. Not as good as the Drow, but still pretty good. Especially comparatively to last game. Virgil, just gonna section off and see if they get a kill on the tombstone. Looks like they will. Virgil's just gonna deny himself to the tower. Well, not deny himself, just will die to the tower. And now Revenant breaking all the trees around, jump through from Borko, and they get another kill. Kind of grabbing that net worth back, right? Revenant's not that high on the charts. He's also not having the best of times anymore. So that kind of allows Borko to get a bit of something for himself. Speaking of getting something for themselves, FCR gets the kill. It's a 3 kill spree that he gets on the Drow, running down with all those illusions, or all those summons. That is big. That honestly, I think, gets them back into this game where they needed to be. I think they were about to hover way out of the net worth, and now, oh, top side. Weege, there is no more tombstone. You guys may have outstayed your welcome. Borko's gonna basically give himself his tribute. I don't think there's any other reason that you run forward like that. So he's just gonna save the rest of his team by giving his own body. Valiant effort, but that's not what you want to see your mid laner doing. You want your mid laner to get out alive. Instead, he is the one that sacrifices for his team.
This is a paradox.
Well, like, I'm kind of doing the brood thing. Sitting down here. Beating ass, getting towers. This game is moving pretty fast for a 11-minute game only. Tomb down, ulti out from the nature. Shroud picks it up. I think that was a 500 damage bounce at the end. 435. Yeah, that was a pretty big one. Now Revenant in danger too. Much better team play. I think much better map movements as well. X5. I think last time they had a pretty decent laning stage, right, in game number 1. And then I think their movements are just a little bit worse than Block Roar. Now it seems their movements are very good. They didn't defend the tower, but they still end up getting a kill. Nature's Prophet has a lot of benefit off of it. Not actually going for the Midas this time, so going for the Gleipnir. Last game we saw Treads into the Midas, into the Mail. He was also out of lane very early. Shroud has been like kind of sticking in the lane. He hasn't had to leave and go into the jungle. So I think Midas is not like end all be all at all on the Nature's Prophet. I think it's like, do I plan on showing up to more fights early? Yes, no, okay. Like you can kind of think of it like that. If you're planning on just like farming up the entirety of it, then you know, don't go for a Maelstrom. Just go to the Midas. Keep farming up. So, all about preference. Oof. I had something I was going to talk about. I forgot it. Damn. This game is kind of taking a little bit of a dip. We're going for Helm Dom on SCR. We got my Drow farming up after a decent laning stage. Like, things were going okay. Now we're like, okay, may have fed on a few heroes. Gotta calm it down a bit. And Drow, not even going for the shard really early. Just going entirely in for that utility. So, Force Staff first. I'm sure shard has to be after this. Unless you're like really pining for a BKB. I don't know if you are. I think Force Staff is more like, hey, can I get away from the Lycan stuff? But I think Shard is going to help you a ton with clearing through all of his summons. And even Virgil having to help farm out here. Let's see, Shroud almost to the Gleipnir, only about 400 gold, should be about a minute out. And now, ooh, jump through, ulti pop of the Undying from the Rubik. Unfortunately, still will fall. Tombstone on the high ground. They even roll through onto the Storm Spear here. Borko taking a lot of damage. Still ends up getting the kill. In fact, Weege with the 4 points of the decay will pick it up. A lot of damage. I wasn't a believer for a long time. I was not a believer in this like Q max on Undying 5, but it's pretty good. You're able to stay back and just do a fuck ton of damage. Now Ryu, speaking of a lot of damage, onto the tier 2 tower, may go down here. Bo maybe saving for a little bit. They've already used a black hole from Enigma, but that's only the Undying going down so far. FCR, he wants this Drow so badly. He'll take the summons up onto the high ground, and they will get the kill. Trying to TP out afterwards. They don't have any stuns, and he's gone. Oh my goodness, literally getting away with murder there on the Lycan. Tower doesn't take any damage, so it kind of feels not useless, but you know, I wish I could have gotten something else out of it. Look at how far he tracks, like from the tier 2 with the black hole used on the Lycan as well. They're doing everything they can to keep him away from the Drow Ranger, but through all trials and tribulations, this Lycan is going the distance. Alright. Ooh, who do they find? NASA. Steel Borko is in there to drag back with the Wild Wind Ripper. But a nice toggle. Ooh, actually, I think you have the damage. Oh! Okay, Tusk, almost fantastic player. Alright. Taking it for the team. Unfortunately, they still have the damage. So 2 gone bot side. Looks like an Undying dies in the mid lane, so Revenant picking that up. What did he? Oh, he gave away Tombstone. Ooh. Ooh. It's a pretty good spell. That's some want the ulti on the Undying, honestly. Ooh. What's the fight? They've TP'd on tonight here. He uses his own Tombstone. A little bit confusing probably for everybody else. And the Acorn shot. It's cool, but it won't do enough damage. So they find a Tombstone kill. They also find a Rubik and a Revenant kill. So there's all around just chaos in the mid lane here. People are dying left and right. We got 23 kills in 16 minutes, but at the end of it, you got X5 really benefiting from it. They've got themselves map control, and now I would believe that it is, you know, the X5 team that took this last game. They're looking like a much stronger team this time. No patch leaks. Patch leaks, I think are gonna be a lot closer, I think, to the chest right now for Valve. I think people already have seen too much about Muerta, so like they're not trying to give any numbers leaks. Speaking of leaking here, it looks like Radiant has leaked into their own jungle again. Not a place where you want to leak. Reminds me of the leakage bits. Oh, Shroud, dude. Just at the last second. Where is he? Okay. Dude, X5 is just running rampant over this one. They're taking this game into their own hands. They're running down top lane. They're running down bot lane. Fortification already used. You already got a big wave here. Nature's Prophet surely doesn't have to stop. Looks like they will because they're down on mana. Dude, X5, this is a totally different team from last game. Oh, Leash. Maybe unhappy. Very unhappy. Oh, Force Staff? Yo. Okay, I mean, it was cool. He still does die. Interesting silence and lift interaction. So he got lifted, but the silence pushed him out of the lift. Huh. Huh. Interesting. Well, still 7,000 net worth lead here. Drow. What is on the courier? Is that a shard? Please tell me it's a shard. Yes! Getting one more like encounter. Alright. So you got your damage. You got the damage item. I think at this point, you could probably go BKB. I think because of the Storm Spirit. Blink Dagger. I'm fine with the Blink Dagger as well. Just going all in on the escape. Looks like a Tombstone stolen. The black hole is used, but the boat is going to connect as well. It looks like they made the damage to take down the Nature's Prophet. Shroud trying to turn around and get the right clicks in. Virgil eventually will get the kill on him. And well, oh no, even getting the Storm Spirit. Maybe a bit too deep from Borko here, all on his lonesome. What can his team do to help him out? He pops up, immediately gonna get stunned up, plus a multi-shot with a shard from Drow, getting into the high ground, and it looks like he will get away just barely. And meanwhile, it looks like all of these summons from the Lycan. Oh, he's coming in! He actually connects on one kill already. Gonna get dragged back, but does he care? He's just sitting and waiting. He's letting his summons do the work. They lose a big kill on that tier 2 summon there for the Helm Dom. Weege looks like they'll get one more kill, just poking back and forth on X5. Again, they're going to fall on their supports. So it's a 3 for 2 trade. I think it's 4 for 2 at the end of it, maybe. No, probably only. Oh, it was 4 to 2 because of the ages, but man, just all over this fight. They do end up getting the Helm Dom 2 kill, which is like basically a kill, honestly. So somewhat even, I'd say, all around. I will say, it feels like they bled a few more kills than needed, right? Like, did you really need to lose your supports there? Speaking of losing support, I mean, you might lose this guy. FCR drops for a big kill. They even used the Nature's ulti to help him out. What are you doing? I shouldn't. I don't want to flame, all right? These people are all better than me. I'll acknowledge that. But, like, what are you doing? Without your team? I don't know. I think that's a fine move that you can do with your team around you, but like, you've got your ulti up in 15 seconds. Just wait for that. Go up with that. Tower's gonna get fortified. Surely they could have a fight here if they wanted to, but they don't want to. They're waiting up the high ground. See if anybody walks up here. NASA is kind of baiting it. He's like, I know that someone's down here. Oh, there's someone around. And Storm Spirit. Oh no, he doesn't have a BKB. He gets silenced up. Nature's Prophet TPing in on the backside. They get a nice glide here. Gonna take down the Enigma, but Shroud, yeah. Ooh, get a few more here. Sprout does miss. Calling Nature, but alas, it does not get him the kill on the Rubik. So fight's getting pretty split up. Looks like Dire will just try to keep running on. Oh, the Gleipnir. Just the tip of the Gleipnir connects. Looks like they'll save with the lift back from Knight. And overall, again, a 1-for-1 trade, but the Storm Spirit going down. You need a BKB bad. He does queue it up. I get it, really. He shouldn't have one yet. He got only a Kaya Sand. I don't think the issue is that, like, his items are out of order. I think it's just, like, he does not have farm. Right? His Lycan and his Nature's Prophet, they have farm. My poor Storm Spirit, man. He doesn't get waves. They don't allow him to hit the creeps. So I think that's more of the issue. Is there possibly an argument that the order of items should be dependent on the gold influx? Yes, maybe. But we don't care about that. So that's a debate for another time. Smoked out. They have vision of it. As soon as Knight pops, they'll see him. But Knight will not pop. There's nobody here from die around. The home dom ranged creep does fall. And ooh, Lilith. Just gonna clear the wave. Ooh, is the pushback enough? Oh, Star Spirit finds the Drow Ranger. Gonna go in for a little bit more. The Gleipnir on the backline connects. It's a black hole onto the BKB. Nature's Prophet trying to TP away on the. Oh no. The Rubik doesn't get out. Remnant's gonna get collapsed on by X5. Rubik will go down to LTH, and Weege with the double kill. Shroud with the double as well. You can see the power of the Gleipnir. So many analysts, so many pro players are asking for a nerf on the Gleipnir, and that's why. I love how as soon as the black hole comes down, Rubik looks around and is like, yeah, I'm out. It looks like we have not won this fight, guys. I'm done. Boom, 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 boom. Where were you going? See that we is the most farm support right now. This is a pause 5 on dying. Like he's supposed to be. It's not like LTH has like a male or anything, right? Or even an Aether. He's mostly just like blink lockdown, to be honest now. Oh, another 250. Oh, but Borko gonna go in. Roll use. Seals does not have the BKB yet, but it looks like with the TP of the Nature's Prophet, we'll get hit by the boat, and they find the Rubik in the backline. Again, pause 5 Rubik. If there's a Lycan on top of you, you will die. It is not your decision. You just die. Oh, dude, that shard actually clears everything. Honestly, Drow is much better high ground than like you would expect. If Borko had BKB, I feel like he just zips up and is like, I'm in. Just kills the Drow. But instead, it looks like Revenant. Woo! Big kill, big kill. Shard ready to go on LTH, so that Boomerang. Powerful, powerful stuff. A Hex? Dude, this Lycan build is so good. Look at this shit. I have Helm 2. I have Hex. Alright? This guy knows what he was picked the hero for. I go in and I kill. Alright? BKB is unheard of. And honestly, like the overlap between like Nature's Prophet items and Lycan items are very tight. Right? Like both wants to build like this physical damage aura and the AC. Like you probably do want to get your own BKB on SCR. I think even on the offlane, sometimes you would go a Wraith Pact in the later days. But no. Hex. Hex, baby. I like it. It's pretty hype. Now Virgil. They caught a glimpse of this Tusk who runs through my forest. And still Borko's gonna be like, hey, I think I asked to see. Oh, he ran the wrong way. Oh, and they scanned the wrong place. But he's about to show in the wave. Oh my god. He just kills the wave. He punches up. Oh no, they're TP'd in. Is this just space? Dude, if he gets the TP out. TP, 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 TP. No, he didn't have the mana for it. I will say, he did technically have the wand charge. He maybe could have tried it, but I think it was too late no matter what. The Acorn had struck. You do TP, he's circling like, guys, I got 4 people to TP back, all right? Like, that's worth. That's totally worth. So now we got ourselves a little bit of an opportunity for Oh no, we do not. Block Roar do not have an opportunity. The Enigma already falls here. Sean popping the BKB, and NSA has to back out of this one, even with his own AC. The damage may be too much for them. The leash will keep him at bay, and it's another kill for the Nature's Prophet. Block Knight trying to keep himself away, but the hex of this Lycan is just, it's too powerful. You can't run away from him. 3 fall, only the Drow and the Tusk will survive. What a game. What a game from X5. I mean, they've gotten, it seems so far, their fair share of just like chase down fights. Drow has been able to sit on the high ground for a good bit, which is why we still don't have any tier 1 tower or tier 3 towers gone yet. You're gonna jump though on the back line. They need to be able to take down the Drow, but the black hole is actually sectioning everybody off. So Enigma is still to fall, but it doesn't mean that, no, Drow still didn't get away. Drow still died, even closer to the fountain, and well, Borko going in pretty far for this one, already uses the BKB, but he on an arcane rune, so honestly, he just goes in for a little bit more. He hasn't fallen yet. There's no agents on him, you'd think so, but he's just ready to fight and fight and fight. Disarmed, still Earth Spirit, will he finally go down? No, another zip from the arcane rune. A snowball is finally coming in. They don't kill him, no, okay, the blink and the punch. Virgil will finally take him down. But it took you so long to kill Borko. And with the Aegis on the NP, they'll get themselves a kill here eventually, and even Nature's coming in to help get it. Now they're going to take your base, and this might be, it's going to be close for game 2. You know, Knight will try to hold. They've got a buyback on the Tusk. They've got Drow up in a few. Drow does clear pretty well, and with no Storm Spirit, maybe they actually have to back out here. It looks like they will. Dude, I can't believe that Borko lived this long. Holy moly. Ooh. That felt good. Good old back crack. Axe Radiance is the queue up from the Kunkka. I'm almost positive that Radiance will not be completed. Both because I think it's a bad idea, and also because I don't think he's going to have the gold for it. And I like the lane swap. I mean, it's not actually carry Kunkka, you know, it is still carry Drow. Butterfly is up next. I think the one thing I've heard about this is that if you're itemizing to get right-clicked on a hero that should not have heroes on top of you, then like it's wrong. Your positioning needs to change. I think you know, BKB seems like a really nice play because are you just gonna jump by a Storm Spirit? Because like that is a hero that will like make it so you can't really position. He's just going to zip on top of you. You don't have a choice. There is no just position better. He's on top. So like I kind of get protecting yourself from that. And they do find the Kunkka here. BKB pop from Borko already. And Shroud just TP's right back onto the Drow Ranger here. She's trying to just like beat into him. And Shroud, he wants to take down NESA. He will do it. Ryu just feels like she does no damage. The BKB is out for this Nature's Prophet, but oh, zip in. Maybe they actually have enough damage here. Nature's going down. Already used the Satanic and needs a little bit more. Turns, no, not enough. Ryu is defending the high ground. Going after the Undying as well. Even with all this strength, they've gotten a double from the Drow. A 21,000 net worth lead gets cut down ever so slightly, but we call that a hold. Whenever you're allowed to use your attack modifier, it's great. Whenever you cannot click your attack modifier, it is not great. Look at how little damage Shroud takes here from the Drow beating in. Oh my goodness. As soon as Shroud comes in, you're fine. You just need that. Yo, got you. Thank you very much. I have not drank much at all. I've been eating blackberries, so like I'm getting a little bit, you know? I'm not totally dead. Speaking of totally dead, that Tusk is not drinking enough water. He's very dead. Closing the game is hard. High ground is rough. And this is not, like, this should be somewhat easy, right? Like, you got a Nature's Prophet. You got a Lycan. They even already got these two, so like, they're winning, at least. You can feel that. I know I've watched a good amount of games where, like, the other team can't walk up high ground. So, like, even though they should be winning, like, they just haven't taken any towers. At least you can hold in for X5 like we did take 2 sets of racks. We got 2 tier 3 towers. We're just waiting on the last one. Roshan up in about 30 seconds, maybe. So we'll see what the interval is there. I imagine with the next Roshan, you can kind of just give it to the Storm Spirit, honestly. I feel like he's your enabling for hitting the tower. The safe move is still probably to go for the Nature's Prophet and just let him sit and hit. And use the Storm as a counter-initiating tool. I can see either one. They would both make sense to me. Let's see, Bloodthorn. Dude. Like, it is just queuing up, like, what is a 6,000 gold item? And I'll make that one next. LTH is to fall. And, I mean, they're going to buy it back. A big fight coming through because on the back line, the Drow has already been found. Shroud getting on top, and Steel Borko just zipping around all over. Actually getting the black hole and turning around for you. They can actually kill the Storm here, and with the turret they do. And NASA is gonna get caught on the back line, but this is Halberd already keeping this Nature Prophet at bay. Range heroes hate this one item, and it looks like they could turn this one back through. A nice shard, even with the shard of the Tusk, but already locked in by this. Oh no, Lycan actually switches targets. Knowing that the pop will happen with the Bloodthorn, turning back onto the Enigma and the Boomerang. Some big points there, but another kill. That's a Storm Spirit dieback. Drow got the kill with her own. That wasn't even a buy on the Drow. She was able to just get the kill. Now they turn back onto the Nature's Prophet. Nature's gone 90 seconds. The Storm Spirit is gone 90 seconds. The only thing in between you and ending this game, unfortunately, is all tier 2 towers, all tier 3 towers, and all tier 4 towers. That was a hard fight to cast. That's something that I need to watch back and feel like, what do I need to do there? I feel like I'm switching around targets too much. I need to stick to one big thing happening. Seeing one big thing happening. They killed a big hero there. And Tusk with the tag team enabling this Roshan. You know, I said Drow, I don't believe it. I don't think that you should be enabling yourself to get clicked. I think you should just make sure that you don't have the opportunity to get clicked. And Drow is proving me wrong. This is why, whenever I have my disclaimer that these people are all better than me, this is what I open myself up to, alright? I was wrong. Drow, itemization clearly lit. I'd be happy if she took the Aghanim Scepter, but I'm sure they're giving it to Kunkka. So the Kunkka can just go right into the refresher. So we'll have the water parks available. Honestly, I like Ags on Drow. I think it's cool, but it's definitely not an item that you get. The Splinter is really, really cool. And I remember there was a small time where people would actually pick Drow and just rush the Aghanim Scepter. You can farm it out. It happened only in NA pubs. It was like literally top 100 NA pubs. I'd say it was probably like 2 weeks that people did it. And then they were like, what if I just pick a hero that doesn't need like 1,500 gold, or sorry, 5,000 to 6,000 gold to hit creeps a little bit, you know, and then stopped. But it was cool. I think Brax was actually someone who was doing it for a bit. I mean, if you want them, you can have them. You get the punch, they get the lifts. A lot of stun control here. Has the Helm's Arm only. He's not popping the ult. He doesn't want that extra heal. FCR, that's a 5 kill streak going down. All of a sudden, they lose one, but still LTH. Well, drop in return. So it's a 2-for-1 trade, and one of those being the big ol' Lycan. Block Roar, they're coming back. This is anybody's game now. I mean, you're looking at only an 8,000 net worth lead. That is not, at 38 minutes, that's not detrimental. And when you looked at the Drow as the one that has the Aegis, you have just an equal stake to this, or claim to this land as X5 do. So you gotta get back, you know? Like, what are we doing wrong here? What's going on in these fights? I think if you gotta ask that, we are clearly not on top of the Drow like we want to. Drow needs to be more of a focus. What is anybody? Surely there's someone else in this lobby who's having lag if I am. No. Whatever. They're doing fine. NASA with the ag sucked up. Havoc hammer as well, my lord. I mean, this game is totally turned around. Oh, yo, TPF from the Nature's Prophet. They could see him. They may be able to force the BKB. I don't think they kill, but they could force the BKB if they want. Oh, he doesn't do it. Honestly, a Shadow Blade to kind of start that initiation could be cool from NASA, but another Hex. Just why not? You know, it's been working so well for the Lycan. I wonder if there's about to be a drop-off. I feel like once we get to 40 minutes in a Lycan game, yeah, like this is... Woo! It was 100-0? Oh my god. You don't see 100-0 very... Like, Dota will refuse to admit. It will stay at 99 for, like, the longest time. For a long time. We were at 100%. Now, we are down to a 70-30 ball game. Now, we have a lot more of the map, so still map control to X5. But we're a single smoke away with the Aegis. 1 minute. I feel like you got to do something. Before the Aegis is out, you got to make some sort of move, right? You can't just sit here and let the game play into you, because this is what X5 wants. X5 just wants you to stay still, stay in that base, be happy that you have an Aegis on a Drow, and don't do anything with it. We'll continue to take farm outside of your base. Looks like you managed to get one single support up past the river. Cool. Once the Aegis is down, we're just going to run at you again. But I don't know. Shadow Blade and Blink Dagger done on the Drow. So we've got evasive item, evasive item, evasive item, survivability, survivability. Now these two are still like closely leaning into the damage. And it looks like the Storm Spirit may have found themselves a Revenant. Alright. Borko. Just a little bit more needed. A regen rune used as well, so good job from Borko there. Oh, be careful, Virgil. Be careful. Woo! Good cut. Dude, look at that Odwig disappear. But they know that there's no Aegis on the Drow Ranger anymore. They're gonna collapse on this one if you are X5, but the Shadow Blade, they didn't know that someone's around here. And there it is, Hexed up, and the Drow will fall 100 seconds. No Drow Ranger now for Block Roar, and this high ground fight just became much more disastrous. I don't know how you can hold this. I know that NASA is like kind of your hinge, but like he hasn't used a Torrent Storm. He got this Aghanim Scepter from Roche. We're looking at about 6 minutes ago he got this item, and we still have not seen him use it once. There it is. Megas have been used, or Megas have been taken. We'll try for one last magic fight here. Looks like they're throwing their bodies in. Aghanim Scepter maybe from Steel? I don't actually know. Yeah, that's an Aghanim Scepter, but unfortunately not able to get both. The BKB from the Kunko will turn it around. We just gotta be a bit careful, but with the ulti, he's got so much HP to work with. They'll kill Virgil, and well, Kunko just running backwards into the base. Weege, maybe a little bit careless, but who cares? The Enigma has finally turned up. You've got a Blink Dagger jumping in, could go for the Black Hole, but Borko with another turnaround. You've got to connect on Shroud for this one. The Black Hole immediately silenced off. The Bloodthorn will stop, and well, Shroud, a triple kill for the NP. Let's see, can you get the, I don't know, I don't think you can get the Rampage. I think it's possible. I think he can definitely kill one of these heroes, but I think that Kunkka is a bit too thick. But it's double Tombstone. They're gonna buy back in the Storm Spirit and the Undying just to make sure that the game does actually end here. They want to move on to game number 3, and well deserved for them. 17,000 net worth lead. I think their Lycan pick was honestly a winner for them. I like that answer to the Drow, to the pause 5 Rubik. And now here it goes to end. Borko's gonna get on top of 2. The Drow Ranger not even allowed to press any of her buttons. And the SA gonna go down as well. And they'll just turn their focus back onto the fountain here. GG, game number 2. Going the way of X5. So we got ourselves a game 3 here for the TD12 Pro Series. And well played from X5. I think the chase down style lineup worked very well for them. The Nature's Prophet has won both games of the series, though. It went to a second phase. I believe both games. And let's see. Let's make sure that I'm correct on that one. Nope, it was picked up. Yeah, it was on 6 pick, sorry. 6 pick for this one. So, picked up a little bit earlier. But still. Got themselves Nature's Prophet gameplay. I wonder who will pick the Natures this time. Block Roar has banned out the Death Prophet and the Tree Protector both times. X5, they've banned out Lena +1. The first game, it was the Undying. Second game, it was the Broodmother, because the Broodmother did cause them a lot of grief. In both of these games, it was a Rubik opener from Block Roar as well. This time they got the Undying. Looked like it should have been a good Undying game. I still think it was a good Undying game. I think their lineup was just a bit fragile with the Rubik 5, with the Drow Ranger as well. And this, I think there was an opportunity for them to come back in this one. I know that the graph is going to show that it is like wildly in favor of X5. I don't think this was out of Block Roar's hands. I think they still had an opportunity to play this game. Kunkka, still underwhelming, I think, in a lot of ways. He did damage. He soaked up a ton of damage. I don't know. I think especially once the Torrent Storm came in, like, did that do anything? I don't know. I don't know. But it did play well into the Lycan. They had a good time for a little bit. All of a sudden, literally Godzilla. Actually Godzilla on the Nature's Prophet. Popping off there, and yeah. That's... Wait, what? Is the game live yet? Ah. We're gonna have a 5 minutes break, it looks like. Not being added about it right now. Game starting shortly. Need a 5-minute break. Alright. Well... At least we only have the patch tomorrow, so the series can go down clean. I know. I feel like I had a little bit of hope for there to be like some sort of patch like published. Not necessarily like actually like the update, but like something that I could read. But it does not look like I am going to get such things. Wait, what? Is there some such thing? Oh god, I have to use translate tweet. See you tomorrow. Good night. Okay, thank you, Vikram. Oh shit. Is there a news entry? Oh no, okay. He literally just... Who is this? Dr. J. Liver? You and I are about to have a war. This retweets 2 old tweets. I'm gonna have to mute him. I'm sorry, Liver. I can't handle such betrayal. I'm excited. I'm excited to see when that actually gets released. I just got done with month end, so I'll actually have like a better time to kind of play some Dota. I always say that I'm gonna play more whenever a new patch comes out. You know, I really want to. I see the stuff that gets buffed up. You know, I want to get, now that I've kind of changed roles, I want to play more carry whenever like a new patch comes out because that's the best way to learn heroes. Like, I didn't used to play tiny carry, but damn, whenever people were going like Hyperstone Moonshard in 15 minutes, I was playing tiny carry. It's like, it's kind of the easiest way to learn heroes. I think that's what everybody does, and that's why, especially for leagues, anytime that you have someone who's like played a lot of the same role through like multiple patches, you know that their hero pool is actually like quite large because they're always going to play that meta. So I need to kind of turn myself into that with carry. I'm that way with support, and I always like end up playing support anyways through some of these, right? Like you end up queuing, get like 3 people who all want safe lane, and you're like, alright, fine, you know, I'll do it, I'll take it. I do want to serial hit the Q button, I think. Let's see. Game number 3 coming up here for Block Roar versus X5 Gaming. Let's see if the Nature's Prophet gets through again. I think that hero is going to be my hero to look out for in game number 3. Again, openers for last time. We had a Rubik and Enigma on our 5 and 8 for X5. We had a 6-7 Undying in Nature's Prophet. Undying has definitely come out of the woodwork a bit. Just before, not really out of the woodwork. It's always been like somewhat strong, but I think people have really been prioritizing him. They kind of liked how he played against the Death Prophet, so that's like how he kind of got a little popular. And then people were like, oh, well, maybe this hero is actually just good. Not just against Death Prophet, like just good. So I think that the hero has definitely seen a lot more love. In game 1, we saw Broodmother, of course, with Block Roar, so I think if they end up having... I don't know. I think that's just going to end up getting banned out. So if it's first pick for X5, I would see like a Brood NP ban, I think. And they pick up the Lena. If it's in. I think Block Roar, they're just Death Prophet and Tree. I don't know. They did it 2 times in a row. They clearly are not looking to change things, which I can respect. Like, I think a lot of people, I think at this level it might be different. In a lot of games that I play with, people will look at the draft and be like, oh, you know, we had a rough time. You know, their draft was better than ours. We just can't let that hero through next time. It's like, well, you know, could you actually have played this draft? Like, people will scapegoat that all the time. Hey, we shouldn't let that hero in. I can't believe that we lost. Why do we have that hero in? In reality, you just could have like played better, and maybe not fed, maybe play the map, you know, whatever. So, interested to see if they stick with it, hold their guns on Block Roar, and say we're just going. We don't want to play against a DP. We don't want to play against a Treant Protector. And those are 2 heroes that are predominantly good for taking towers. You just sit armor on someone, let them go at it. And just a tower advantage in general because you're able to heal your own towers, of course, the Treant Protector. So I like the idea that it allows you to kind of play knowing that if you are someone who you're a team that attacks towers better, you're better playing around objectives, then you know, you're the one who's going to come out on top with those heroes out of the pool. Because I continue to eat my blackberries. These are so good. So good. And we got it. Nice. We got our last draft of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome you to game number 3 of the TD12 Spring Pro Series. X5 versus Block Roar. Who gets the Nature's Prophet? It is 5 pick for Block Roar.
10 seconds remain.
And for context, they also had 5 pick in last game. Death Prophet first. Brood out for X5. Block Roar, they're going to ban out the Tree Protector. Oh, what? What? I absolutely did not expect this. Yeah, dude, if I'm X5, I'm like, guys, I didn't prepare for this. That's not the hero that I thought that they would take out of the pool. Well, all of a sudden, Tree Protector's left in. And the Lena, and the NP. The issue is, you ban out the Lena, you're going to give them the NP. So now you're looking at a +2. Alright, what +2 will burn this hero? And again, we've been going for relocation. Relocation is the answer to these ranged carries that bully me in lane. Tiny is one of those that does that. Rubik is another one. You could also just go, what are the strong heroes that are in right now? Well, if I'm someone who plays the Undying, maybe I want to play the Undying, maybe I want to play the Tree Protector. I could see a Tree Protector coming up here because it helps out with your tower pressure, right? Like, Nature's does a very low amount of damage, so that armor on trees will be nice. You don't want to open up double support. You want to do something that's a bit of a flex. Tusk also helps you to find the Natures, and also is a good flex 2 and 4. One of its worst counters in the mid lane is Primal Beast. Tiny is another one. So I can see them going that. Instead, they just commit. We're opening up double support. Going for the Rubik because you know the Block Roar. They love that Enigma hero. So if they want to try to pick it now, insta-countered. I kind of like that. I like the thought process for it. That I have told them that they have. I don't know if they actually have. But I'm telling them that that's what the thought process is. They go for the Ember. I don't know if I love that. I don't know if I love that. This team is very, very mobile. Nature's an Ember. You get to go anywhere. There's decent lockdown. You know, Train Protector's got a good ulti for people that want to run away from you. Rubik also has lockdown. You can even steal lockdown from the enemy team if there's anything else that comes out. I don't know. I think for Block Roar, we've seen them really pop off with a Pangolier in this game, a Dawnbreaker. Oh. Oh, that was kind of okay. Oh, that wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I think I actually... You ever have that, like... Oh, you're just ready to crack your neck, and, like, you get so far, and it just stops. And you know there's, like, that one last crack that you could have had. It would have solved the world's problems. Oh, and now it's over, and you can't find it again. Oh. Alright, that's it. Get me out. Stream's over. I can't do it anymore. I can't. I got a message.
It is radiant spam.
Who are you? I've been getting a lot of messages from, like, people who just join a
10 seconds.
oh no. Yeah, people who just, like, join random servers and are just like, hey, I've been watching your stream and I really like it. When are you going live next? And then they're like, do you want any art? And you're like, ah, I see. I had one that messaged me, and usually, like, I don't mind. Like, if someone genuinely has been like watching my stream and they're like, hey, I do graphic design. I like it. Whenever people support me, I want to try to support them. I would at least ask them for pricing. I don't know if I would like commit to anything, but like if there's like, yeah, my emotes are weak. I would maybe take some GFX GFX and mamas, papas. LMAO. 80% of their scammers. Damn. I see. I haven't actually like engaged with any of them. I have the one that's like, hey, you know, I watch your channel. I'm like, hey, what's your tag? They're like, when are you gonna be streaming next? Like tomorrow. What's your tag? Like, oh, I do graphic design. Okay, what's your tag? And then like, these guys go hard. Usually people like this, you get them on like Discord and they're done. I've had this person message me on. First it was on Discord, then they messaged me on Twitter, which, hey, you know, free follow. We take those, fine. I didn't message her back, but she did follow me. And, then on Twitch now. She messaged me on Twitch. The most persistent that I've seen in a while. Just ask them for Pinterest or DeviantArt. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you don't have a portfolio to show, I guess it's like a pretty easy, like, I know that you're just trying to grab my money. String them along sometimes. If I had the time, I would do it. Whenever I used to get like a bunch of like scam calls from people. Sometimes I would like answering the calls. I thought it was funny. It would give me a good time, a good laugh. Not with the new job. Finance MathMagician has been struggling a little bit with the new role. Planning MathMagician was fucking hype. Finance, it's rough out there. A second phase Ricky. What the hell? I mean, Nature's is a fantastic hero with Ricky. Ricky Lena had been a very potent combo at one point because you're able to just like sleeping dart someone. The Lena's already TPing in on a wave. You throw it on Cloud, you have an LSA, and you go. Nature's probably can be there like instantly. And if you have a Gleipnir, which I'm assuming this will be another like quick Gleipnir game, you can just TP in, have another stun for you, have the Sprout, and yeah, you kind of just ball up. Now, last time we saw this, we were in a very similar situation. It was Troll Warlord. This time they go for the Bangalier, which I like. I don't think you have to ban a ton to protect this. You could end up banning like Quap. No, you don't have to ban Quap because there's an Ember Spirit already. You're looking for an offlaner that can make my Pingo's life hell. Centaur? I can see a Scent ban. Good with Retaliate. Good to get you away with Stampede. They do have nukers this time on X5. I think Block Roar did a really good job of like going into the mid lane and being like, no one can hold this wave because I'm here. No one is going to stop me. But now they have like Treants, Rubik, even Mag and Pango. Like all these heroes are good at clearing waves. Timber's the first one out. But I don't think that's a huge tell. I think that used to be like, oh my god, they're going for an illusion here. Like, look, they got an Ember on the other team. I don't think you're really like looking for an illusion anyways. It could be something like, I mean, any melee carry that you can think of doesn't really want to play into a Timber. Even like Luna, stuff with like really low attack range. We've watched a lot of carries go through the pool. Tide Hunter. Now I'm a madman, so I just pick Deuce in this game, but I don't think that other people would do that. I think Drow is definitely going to be a good pick. It clearly does damage to the NP after the BKB is out. Silence versus the Ember is really nice. You're already building a 4-staff probably, so you don't really care as much about the Ricky Cloud. Doom gets picked up. Maybe want to just be a hero that exists. Punch Carry could be frisky. It could be a frisky pick. Make him big. You also get shards, so you're a save whenever the Doom comes out. It's a frisky one. I don't know. You don't have a spectacular amount of like physical damage. Really, your only synergy with the Empower is the Pangolier, so you probably want something that benefits off that. Ursa is a hero that I can totally see you going for. Status Resist is pretty cool. You also go Battle Fury. Hi, okay. Wraith King is the hero that I'm like, I will absolutely not lane against a Timbersaw. I kind of thought, but like that hero doesn't feel too great. Against Doom, you get Doom, you just use the first life. I think the Doom is still gonna have like somewhat of a weak lane, especially with the Train Protector. So I think there's honestly a possibility that you go like Armlet Radiance versus the Nature's Prophet. That way, you just being alive is still good for your first life, but the safe play is probably like Armlet Deso Blink BKB. And try to assassinate the Hoodwink on the backside. Helps you get up close and personal with the Nature's Prophet as well. I don't know. I'm interested. I'm interested in how the Wraith King does. I don't think this hero is like super real right now, which is kind of my issue. Where I'm locked up in the meta and I go, that's not a hero I see. I don't look at Wraith King often. It's paired up with a Treant Protector. Like, Treant makes so many heroes look good. You also have the relocation of the Magnus, so you want to like have this Wraith King farming up like crazy quick already. So the Radiance doesn't seem like totally out of mind. FCR is playing the Mag, so it's not going to be an Empower bot. You're not going to have like power on the Wraith King all the time. I do like Mag Rubik lane, man. Lift back into the Shockwave, into the Skewer. You can send people back into the tower quite quickly. Let's see. We'll see what happens in game number 3 here of the TD12 Grand Finals. I believe, I don't want to tell any lies, but I believe the prize pool is somewhere in the 400s here.
Prepare for a lesson.
Oh, that's okay. So the Pro Series announcement channel isn't used. Is it just the announcement channels that has it? So the prize pool is $500 in total.
That does not look good.
Number 1 team has 300. I'm sure third place has like 50 then. So then it's 150 to second place. All right. So we're playing for about $150 in total. Then both teams are guaranteed 150. So it's that extra 150 that we are playing for. It's $30 a player. It's pretty good.
30 seconds and counting.
And of course the bragging rights. Knowing that you're better than one other team as you get in closer and closer to the Div 2 open qualifiers coming up soon. And possibly our last high tier Dota as we get into tomorrow with Patch Deck. Man, Virgil has taken a lot of damage. I don't think he wanted to blink that way. Man. getting blocked. And Virgil could slow. But if he blinks in, I think he dies. Oh, usually SCR turns around and is like, I can get him. Let's see. So, I think this is going to be a difficult lane for a bit until they can get their combo. Probably like level 2 or 3. May consider like dragging. But it is also 5 on the Ricky, so also gonna be pretty late on that shard timing. Unless you actually go like brown boots shard, which you might just do. Oof. He's only a gold tier member. It's not like he like crazy spams the hero. He's just good at it. That's rough. Whenever you have to use a CS for secure for like, or sorry, your shield crash for a CS that's right in front of you, it's kind of rough. Why does Nature's only have 1 CS? Alright, we'll go there after this wave. Holy, is there like a large wave? He just has 1 CS on Nature's. What? Hey, Mag only has 1 deny. Oh, he's just missing CS. Damn. I've had that. There's some just rough CSing games. Mag has a pretty good animation as well. You have like the Fade Bolt minus damage from Rubik. It's not the easiest lane to CS in. I'm sure it'll come back. Ooh, that was a hard CS. Of all the CS that he's got. Oh. The range creep deny and the flag bearer deny. That's kind of sad to look at. Let's go down anywhere else. See how the CSing is going. Well, it seems like it's going pretty well for those Wraithkin right now. It's not like he's stomping lane or anything, but he is CSing, which really all he needs. And also, let this creep wave go right into the tower. So Doom's getting none of it. Does end up, oh, getting the chain lightning creep. Okay, he does not care. It seems that Remnant has won the lane. He's just chasing down. Oh no, Shroud. Using the stun. Oh my god. How did that camp get unblocked? That is #1 against the Doom. Do not let him get that camp. And second off, do not let him get that creep. Both of those things are awful. And you can see, like, Doom has used all of his resources to make this happen. Gigantic wave under the tower. Wraith King trying to TP into it right now. I think you leave. Yeah, I leave him to get the solo. Oh no, he's staying. Weege is actually like 100 times the player that I am also, so man, he's got to be right. But at this point, I'm like, we're not killing that Doom. I need you to get whatever you can get, so you can just get out of this lane. It's over. Ooh, Borko, man. That's the worst whenever you're like super high on mana. You can like use your spells, but the health is so drained.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh. And they're healing. Doing, yeah. 0-2-1. And oh, weesh. I mean, I don't think it's like a super counter, but That is a very good hero into the Train Protector. Able to just bushwhack into the trees. You really just have to know which way he was kind of walking. Bushwhack will set stuff up. Revenant also has a ton of damage in this lane already. If I could just turn to like in-game damage right now, which just to make sure I can't. Yeah, no. He would be like crazy high, I feel. Maybe the mid laner would be a little bit higher because like these two are both like bottling up all the time and constantly regenning off the damage that they do to each other, but bottle refill as well. Everybody, this is a tight CS chart. 33 to 29. That is. Woo! That is a lot of damage, and they're trying to secure the runes. Ah! Top side, it's arcane rune. However, they did try to roll on Virgil. Gonna get bounced about here. Ooh, no way he gets out. He needs someone to dive to. He needs someone to go to. Help me, Ember, help me. No, dude. Was the right move to this? Like, he's had this bottle for a while. And he had remnants. Do you just like pop arcane and go over there? Is it actually worth to save your Ricky or no? I don't know. We calculate the damage done so far for all of us. It could be a interesting modeling question, right? So, 140 damage. You lose 25% of it. Just for my brain's sake. Oh no. My brain's sake is gonna have to look at this kill first. Weege, surely he falls here. Shroud also in danger. So what? 1/4 of 140, you're looking at basically 30, 35. So you lose 35 damage on your first one. Then you lose 25. So 140 plus 100, 240. Plus 75. Like 315. Plus 65. So you're looking at him doing to just everything 380 damage, almost 400. But you're only hitting 2 heroes with it, really. So that first like 240 damage is all that really matters. The cooldown is 4 seconds. Surely he's doing something like what, 1,000 damage a minute. It's wild. Oh, did they find him? They're trying to. Sprout up. One more hit. They're letting Ryu get it. Oh, did he? He did not. Okay. Was he like, just like cancel popping or something? There's no way you want to RP there. Surprised Ricky ran there. Why not go to lane and dodge? Yeah, right? That's he just kind of ran in and got rolled on. Very, I don't know. They've been bringing people in though. I feel like every time I look here, like 8 minutes. Whoa! Okay. Okay. Sorry, Hoodwink. Yeah, I feel like every 4 and 6 minutes, there's just like 3 heroes in this lane. They always bring like both supports in. Honey, it's time for you to rotate mid. Ranged nuke on a melee hero. It's unfathomable. Speaking of ranged nuke on a melee hero. Oh no. Poor Pangolier, man. Thought he had something going for him. NASA's ult will actually take him down, and now Wee's gonna get chased as well. They've got vision on the high ground, so that's gonna be another kill for you. And nobody goes down on Block Roar. So Revenant just like farming up here. Now thankfully you gotta do him on the other team who's not like turbo farming, right? Like 10 minutes in, he's still under the net worth of the Wraith King actually. What was that? This is actually not so bad right now, I think. Stun up, Shroud. Looks like they actually missed the nuke from the Pangolier. Gets the roll in. It's just gonna turn back onto this little furry friend, but I don't think they get the kill anymore. They brought in a lot of people. Raytheon was like, whoopsie daisy. It seems that they have brought an entire team to try and kill me. So Steel gets out. Shaw's gonna TP top. That's a very early top tower taken as well. Before the 10-minute mark. Out of the GPM aura, I go to Dulcator region. Region's fun for Spam Infernal, yeah. I don't even know if there's like any crazy good creeps around, yeah. Not over here at least. Is there any in the other jungle if they turn up? I don't think so. Creeps are going away. Bird stuff is cool. 1.75, I think that's like literally like more than a Bassi. Yeah, you only give one. Like you give more to yourself and all your allies. It's pretty bonkers. It used to be 2.5 Monkas. I bet your support team was really living life whenever you got that one, huh? Oh, any essay? Oh, I don't think he thought he had a chance. He started TPing really late. SCR, likely to go down here as well. One more hit. Oh, he blinked. Oh, they don't know where he blinked. Oh. That was pretty good. That was pretty good FCR. The health region is also pretty cool, but that mana aura is nice. Because you also get the nuke with the mana aura at least. The mana is bugged. The mana burn is bugged. Ooh, Wraith King. Down some. Does have, I mean, he can pop the stick here. Pops the stick. A toggle? Oh, he toggled it. Let's go. Now, you can only do one of those, I think. I don't think you get another one. Yeah. He is going to go down the first time here. Immediately trying to run away. They know they use the ulti, and that's all they really cared about. But a nice swash through from Borko. They're going to get themselves 2 kills out of this one, only using the ulti of the Wraith King. Yeah, it's down for 3 minutes. Yeah, he's kind of sad about it, but hey, he got 2 kills. Ah, he's fine. He is fine. Alright, so what is this? Removes a fragment of the enemy's soul, burning away in the mana to equal 20 plus 2 times the target's intelligence. And you're saying it only does 2 times the mana burn. Huh. Or crit plus 30 damage is the best non-ancient passive. It's pretty good. And I feel like there's like so many Dooms have to go into like the stomp, right? Because often I don't know what it is with Doom Last, but almost none of them have a stun in them. So like your Doom just looks around and is like, well, I guess it's me. You have to go the stun. Pango gets away, and poor old Knight. Another kill. Ah, dude, yeah, go for the Deso. He be killing. He's ready to run up the high ground here as well on Shroud. Oh, no, he's not. Is he? No, he's not. Is that shot for CSGO? It is. He made a career-changing. It'll be pretty fun. It's like the Michael Jordan. You know, he takes a step back, go and play some baseball for the White Sox. That's what Shad's doing here. He's just going into some Dota 2 for a bit, figure out life. He'll be back to CSGO in no time. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that. Even though it's like in a different game, I don't think I would be able to have the name of like a very FCR. That's right, charge away in shame, FCR. You've been playing fantastically up until that point. Why'd you do that? Ugh. But I don't know. I wouldn't be able to have the same name as someone who's like. At least if I was playing, like, you know, this guy, he's playing this because they want to do good in their qualifiers, right? Like they're doing training for a qualifier run, so they're getting ready to go into the Div 2 NA or Div 2 SA. It's like this is why they're playing it. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to have like another famous name. It'd be weird. Looks like they've found the Treant Protector, but they've also found the Doom. Ulti used out here. It'll connect on Doom. He pops a BKB, and he barely has enough mana for the Doom. Big mana boots popped up here, so now the Pangolier is locked in his path. He will fall here. Revenant getting the kill, and it's 3 gone for X5. Who did they find? Oh, no. Magnus. After missing the RP, now he gets locked up as he tried to TP it in the mid lane. So it's 4 in total out. Well, where is he? I feel like the ulti usually means that something's about to happen. They have found a Wraith King, but I don't think the Wraith King cares. Woo! Dude, I love Wraith King as a hero, honestly. I do genuinely like playing this hero. I think it has its merits, too. I like the Wraith Band build. I don't know if I love Bracer that much. Especially in this lineup, like, this is mostly physical. I get it. Like, a magical lineup, I'm totally building a Bracer. I really like the Wraith Band. I feel like your laning just is, like, so much better. You still have the lifesteal to keep you up. You're not using your mana that often. It's like, it's not you need anything else. I don't know. I like the build. How long must we wait for DPC news? I want to know now. I do want to know now, especially like, so like BTS, they just paid me like yesterday, I think, and there wasn't really any like confirmation on anything afterwards. And I got, whenever they asked for the invoice the first time, you know, they were like, hey, you know, looking forward to working with you again. So like, I don't know. I have a ton of questions about BTS Brazil because they're a subsidiary, right? Like, they aren't BTS. The people are all there. They can still do the work. It's just whether or not they have the ability to pay people, right? Like, that's it. That's just what I'm not sure about. I guess I don't know if they're sure about it either. So I want to know. I think I'm gonna have to, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take off for it. Maybe for BTS. Ah, shit. I'm gonna have to probably stick more to a only last series if I get picked up again until like Sunday. Sundays I can do all. But with my work, I don't think I'm gonna be able to be as flexible. We live in ignorance right now. That's okay. I live in ignorance very often. I'm used to this. This is my happy place. Castia confirmed. I wish. I think if I get invited to the first major of next year, then there's a chance. Oh, what a stomp. Dude, Revenant's making it happen. Doomed up. No more RP for the Magnus. Wraith King gonna lose the first life here, but it's a nice roll from Seal. Did not connect on the other side of the Roshan pit, but the swatch through will still be enough. So they've traded 1 for 1 here. It's an offlaner for a mid lane, but a lot of the damage is coming through from that Ember Spirit, so they get to back out and steal. I don't know. I feel like they can go right back into the Rosh pit with Doom down, with Ember down. I feel like he can be back. They're gonna smoke up. Oh, they could find the Ricky. They don't have a sentry down here though. They're just smoking right back into the pit. Ooh! They dusted him. See him on the high ground, maybe. Ah! Okay. Finds a Ricky. I believe the tick from the Wraith King will be enough. And oh, FCR has found NASA and tosses him back in, stunned on Shroud as well. Well, this is turned from like, maybe we can get Roshan to like, oh, it seems that we have killed almost everybody on their team, and now we can get Roshan. Oh no. RP finds the Ember Spirit, but oh, the Aegis is actually picked up by Marco. They tried to seal, they couldn't get it. Ember's able to remnant away. His team isn't so lucky though. The Doom already goes down. Hoodwink is locked up here, and a big crit from Shroud. A double kill. They get the Aegis on the Pangolier, which honestly is very fine. You don't really want that on the Wraith King. You want to be able to just like use your second life, have the Pangolier have the second life, so. Casting Major next year when you can cast a Major this year. Boy, I hope I'm casting Major this year. I think for like your longevity, right? I feel like a lot of those are still popularity based. I mean, it's all, I shouldn't, not that like the only reason that I'm not casting ties is they're not popular. There are many other reasons other than that, but like, I think I need to build up my name in the public figure, you know? I think you have to do all 3 majors to do that. That might be untrue. Maybe recency bias is very big. And as long as I get in on like one of the last 2 or the last 2, maybe that's enough. I would love to. That would be definitely a dream. Start Reddit drama for you? Yeah. Let's just bring back all the NB12 copy pastas. That's true. The robbed, I really like B-Cop. I do like seeing them, those. I think my only actual issue with all those robbed posts is that usually they're accompanied with, man, B-Cop got robbed. I can't believe they invited this person, though. That's fine. Like, saying B-Cop was robbed, sure, yeah, go ahead and say it. Man, whenever you, like, not a sentence later take a dig at someone else who got invited, then I'm like, man, now I don't want to upload this. Now I don't want to talk about it anymore. Poor Ricky. Caught in a, or not Ricky, Rubik's. Caught in a smoke cloud. Bushwhacked in the smoke cloud. No escape. I'll lift up when we can crap up 4 different casters instead. Oh, whenever I posted I really liked that Stinny on the panel. One of the replies was like, yeah, he's carrying it. I was like, oh. I get that, like, the implication for a lot of people with carrying it is like, he's doing really well. He's the reason that I'm watching this panel. Like, that's probably fine. I think whenever you put, like, carrying, the connotation is that, like, everybody else is bad, so you're backpacking them because they're bad. I try not to also say those things. Stinny was baller, though. I was really happy to see him on the panel. I only casted with him once. It was for the, it was either for EPOLs or it was for the Malaysia qualifiers. I did like casting with him, so I'm happy to see him succeed. Also for the Nouns stuff. Or not Nouns, the C-Dub stuff. Oh, Revenant. Yeah. Yep. X5. They are ballin'. Dude, they got themselves another double kill. Block Roar, they're in a little bit of danger. This Wraith King honestly has not felt like too powerful for me in this patch at all, but with this game, like the Blink assassinations, Armlet Blink Deso, or Armlet Deso Blink, whatever the order was, it just felt like crazy strong. He had, so I was like, dude, his essays, historian stuff was like awesome. And then right after it, he was like, I don't like Laurel because he's like, because Toronto Tokyo is high skill and he's not high skill, and I was like, whoa. At the end of the series, he was right. I will say, I wouldn't. That was the only thing that I was like, I probably wouldn't say that. I think you can even hear. I think if you were to ask him about it, he would be like, I shouldn't have said that. Because you can see him like right after he says it, he's like, I don't think that's how I should say it. Like, he immediately follows it up. I was like, you know, yeah, probably not. So, I don't know. I did a little bit with, like, the experience on the panel. Like, he definitely is, like, asking for feedback, like, behind the scenes. I'm sure that is something that, like, came up. But that was the only thing that I really saw that was, like, I probably wouldn't say that. I think he was wrong. I definitely don't think it was wrong. And the series ended up proving that he was correct. But yeah, that phrasing is definitely something that, like, being on a panel, you know, you're always growing, always working on. Where is he rolling to? He's rolling over here. Oh, NASA. Popping the BKB. There is a basher on the Pangolier. He's not even TPing out. He's just walking away. They're going to get the Rubik taken care of. These should be 2 kills, maybe? No. All right, just backing out after he got LTH. Rubik was a nice kill, but the Wraith King still had ulti up, so that's not really free. Oh, no. They bashed, and they'll kill. Nature's Prophet down. Weege. Good find, buddy. Good find. We love positive tipping. I like that. Watching the major, there was a lot more positive tipping, and I am a big fan. Big fan. Team Nigma, there are also a lot of people that have had issues with phrasing when it's come to that team. I think more in casting, though. I think on panels, it's always been fine. Unless there's a BSJ compilation. The BSJ compilations are not kind to him when it comes to his phrasing on that. I think most of the time it's usually casters. It's not even like... It's like they miss the pronunciation. They miss a very crucial consonant. That's why I simply do not talk whenever I cast. I just make oohs and ahs. That way there is no pronunciation issue. Onomatopoeias, they're powerful. Only 1,000 net with lead. This is literally anybody's game. I feel like X5 has been looking like really powerful. Oh, but they could turn this one at any point. You know, the Aegis is out for the Pangolier. He still got nice counters. LTH is gonna fall likely here. A nice run back from the Rubik, but there's a BKB on the backside. Shroud trying to get on top of Reddit, but he doesn't have any way to get out of the Sprout. So he's just locked in. NASA, a good job kind of finding his target here. They'll cut out the ulti of the Pangolier. BKB is still available for the Nature's Prophet, so they can still take this fight on block Roar. And they will. FCR has the ulti available, going to skewer the whole way through. Could ulti if he wants to, but like he is so on an island right here, right? Yeah. Send the courier away. He'll die. 3,000 net worth lead. It's a Doom lineup though, right? Like, is 3K really that much? I hope Dart gets removed. Dart is gonna be a weird ability. I remember whenever Zeus 4 was like crazy broken with the passive, and they were like, what if we just make it the shard? And then we'll just shift this other ability that he uses into his natural slot. I think there's a real possibility that Sleeping Dart just gets moved to the Q, and Smokescreen gets sent to the shard. And so like this Sleeping Dart is gonna have some weird like the sleep duration starts at 1 second. You know, your wake up damage slowly grows over time. Oh, Satanic used, but the bash is already there. He popped the BKB, but look at the crit. How much damage was that in the last tick? 500, one hit, 500 damage out from the Wraith King, and even a stolen sharpshooter from the Rubik. They've got plenty of damage. Interesting, you were able to walk like that. Huh. And I drag back. I mean, do they have any lockdown actually afterwards? They have got a bash. They've got the ulti out from the Tree Protector as well. RP, they're doing everything they can to lock down Ryu, and they'll do it. Another kill. Roshan up in 1 minute, so someone's gonna check and find out. Damn, this spawn is a little large. Meaning there could be a really lit Roche fight happening after everybody from Block Roar is up. Ooh. Oh, they indeed took mid. Whoopsie daisies. They did indeed run into the mid lane. Dude. He hits so hard with Empower. I wish, you know how, like, you ult over skills? And they, like... They sometimes show the actual damage. I guess Wraith King is a bad idea. Yeah, okay, so that's, like, with the amp. I wish I could do that with the Deso. Just add it up for me, alright? Yes. I know that it's plus 20, alright? I just want to... I want to hold alt and read. That's what I want. Alright, Roshan is up. I love this view of the Roshan. He's just fighting it. He's having a good old time. There's a Ricky on the back line. So they'll throw some vision, but... Oh, Wraithing, they actually... I mean, they know what's happening. They're actually going to try to fight this? Roshan at like 30% HP. Team is not around. Yeah, they're dodging. They're out. No Roshan contestant, so this is going to be another Aegis likely to the Pangolier. I don't think you give it to Shroud unless you're like totally committing to like him hitting high ground. But they are not, so they're going to give him the shard so he doesn't need to worry about his mana pool anymore. And they are going to look at that. Right up mid lane. They've got a good wave top, alright? And ASA will try to take care of it, but he actually has to get back into the base. He knows, look at that. FCR just like beelines to it. The rest of the team isn't here, so I think they also had yeah, they had vision. So they knew that no one was there to protect the Nature's Prophecy. They would just run to it. Pretty nice. BKB popped from an ASA. That's unfortunate. You're about to have a team go high ground on you and use the BKB. I mean, this game is still very close. Only 2,000 net worth lead. Aegis on the Pangolier is the big part of it, honestly. So your team still has a pretty fair fight. Just as long as you're not taking this fight into the Aegis directly. They're going to lose Knight. Constantly just like pushing these heroes back. Don't be on my high ground. Don't be on my high ground. Ryu? Oh, tried to illusion dodge it. Doesn't get it. Still broken. We'll go back. Ooh, Searing Chains, but only a force staff from the Rubik, no blink, so can't make use of it. And meanwhile, dude, every one of these heroes is just winning their 1v1. And now Shroud TPs to a tower here. And ASA will try to get the Sprout turnaround here, uses it, Satanic, so he can try to hit. And there it is, another kill. They're just constantly winning their matchups. I got my man. And they get another one there on the Nature. It does have buyback, but you are going to lose top. I don't think there's any way you come out of this still having a tier 3. And PK's getting caught. Yeah, he's just like on the silently. I thought he'd been doing a good job of like kind of sensing where everybody was at. Whoa. Looks like they're going for it. Force staff forward. No one's taking the break here. Another smoke cloud down. But Wraithkin, he is okay. It is hard to go high ground. So they got, for all that damage, all that poking and prodding, they get 800 damage on the tower. They need to do that 3, possibly 4 more times, if rounding, you know. Okay, well, they could just end up killing Virgil. He has to immediately be back. Like, he is actually a ton of their tower defense, because he has to slow down the smoke cloud and keep sleep darting. So now they're able to get that. Tower 1. It makes it easier. You know, you can't like effectively smoke cloud both of these, the racks and the melee of the raid tracks. Look at him heal. Oh my god. That's a lot of damage. He just backs out. Where am I going? Roll through from Borko. He's just gonna try to keep everybody at bay. While this is happening, oh, there was no creep wave. There was no creep wave, and the roll is done. Maybe you missed timing. I think if they do that a little bit earlier, it's fine. Oh, Virgil. Oh, Virgil. Let's die back on the Ricky. Now it's rough. Dude, Shroud is just, he's got Blink in 3 seconds. He's ready to go for it. Blink. Finds the stun. Big crit. 4-step forward. Popping the BKB. Same from Remnant, but the root up. Weege is making sure Doom will not get away from me. They get another buyback on the Doom here, but oh, Steel Borko trying to ball up, and the Ember Spirit making the kill here. No, they don't get it. Able to get back into the base. Remnant gets the kill onto Weege here, and Wraith King may lose his first life, but Pangolier trying to get the bash up. It's not in time. They'll still lose one. Borko with another swatch forward. They've got another stun, but he may want to back out, keeping the Aegis. Doomed up on the Wraith King. He can't get out of this one. With the Doom, they may end up just committing out of this fight. Lose the Wraith King, blink away. So, hey, end up getting this all as a big kill, godlike for NASA. They do end up losing their tier 3 and their racks, but hey, that kill on Wraith King is pretty big. Woo! Ricky players deserve to die back. Ricky is definitely, I keep saying this, Ricky is my least favorite hero to play against. Oh, what is... Alright. It's a lot of damage. Ricky is my least favorite hero to play against of all the meta shit. Like, give me a Nature's, give me a Lena, give me a Brood any day. I hate playing against Ricky. Oh, no more Aegis on the Pangolier. Could be in a bit of the danger zone right now. Swatch through. Ryu may end up committing to Pango. No, they're just going to go back onto the Magnus. Goes right through. But they still locked onto the Pangolier. No BKB. Stunned up. Another 4-staff through. And they get it. A 7-kill streak now. And, oh, they're going to get LTH as well. Woo! Hey. They just turned this net worth lead back around. I mean, like, every one of these kills is pretty impactful. Oh, I mean, he's setting up. Who has a gem? Oh, Ricky has a gem. Okay. Stunned up. I mean, BKB popped. They could just get the kill on NES. They super quick. Satanic popped already. And there it is. The overgrowth and Dream Protector will secure the kill on the Natures. But the rest of the team is still sitting behind. And really, it's only a Wraith King and a Magnus. So they'll end up losing the gem. No, okay. That was their gem from Weege. Okay.
This would do just fine.
So they've got themselves a little bit back. Yeah, still I give advantage pretty heavily to X5 right now. They definitely have the map control, they have the wave control with that top racks, and ooh, they are checking Roshan. It is not up. Yeah, 45 seconds for it to possibly be up. Ooh, who's that? Ricky Maru. Another smoke. This. Oh no, this is still the same smoke. Okay. They don't really get anything. They're willing to pay bottom, but with Roshan coming up, kind of want you to just like keep playing topside. And take the last tower. They're kind of banking on like Roshan won't be up right away, so we can take this bottom tower. We can keep controlling this triangle, keep getting ourselves some farm. Then we'll go top. We'll just smoke right on through. But instead, the Pangolier has backed off to get some farm. Ooh. It's a Lincoln's up on board. Doom is going for the Ags now, but it's still about 1,700 gold off. Well, who did they find? Oh god, they found the Rubik. So Rubik forced that through. Burning up though, will go down. And the break actually connects onto the Wraith King, so he's not able to blink away. Or in. Yeah, I think he wouldn't blink in. Now he blinks out. And, Ember's coming through. Shroud may feel a bit weak in this engagement. Popping the BKB here. They may get a kill, and it is on Ricky. Doom already used, but a nice RP. It's on a 3. Do they have the block damage? I don't think they do. The Nature Prophet is beating ass. And with the DD rune, you've got to get on top of him here. Wraith's getting in a bit of danger here, and we try to go forward, but he knows there is just no help for you guys. I'm going to die as well now, and it's a 4 kills going the way of Block Roar, and that is a huge turnaround from them with the DD on the Nature's Prophet. Dude, if you don't RP the Natures, I don't think you can play the fight, to be honest.
This will do just
I
fine.
think we've gotten to that point. It was a really nice TPN. He just kind of shows up out of nowhere. He's like, surprise! I have a DD! Actually, I have not seen a Nature's Prophet build Mjolnir in a long time. It's always been Gleipnir. But he wants the attack speed. He is full hit. Mickey did in the finals? Really? I know the outcome of the finals. Skewered back. Looks like they have found the Ricky. They killed the Ricky first in many engagements, but look at the Doom! It's AoE, it's big, and it kills. They get the Magnus locked up. Now, it was a stolen Doom out from the Rubik. What can they do with it, though? The leash is already used on Wraithgate here, and the perfect bushwhack. Oh my god. BKB, they're trying to get on top of the Ember Spirit here. They'll get it. And the Doom, NASA, may need to get away from this one. Gonna TP back in on the Magnus. Has the RP available. Gonna go skewer forward. RP not used yet. He overshot the Nature's Prophet. They need a disarm. They need a bash. They'll get it. It's the first life of both carries here for either team. And skewer through the RP. At the very last second. But Shroud, can he actually control this one on his own? Borko's gonna have to help out here. It's another Sprout up, and the Smoke Cloud with the Ricky being back in action. And you can see the rest of the Radiant just end it here. It's a sharp shot to end it. And with a team wipe, it looks like that's how X5 will end it out here for the TD12 Pro Series, because they're running right up the high ground for Block Roar. But it's a buyback on Borko here, and they're gonna go back with the Remnant on Ember. Just gonna get some resources back up. Buy on the Wraithing as well. It's your two most farmed heroes. If anyone can do it, it's gotta be these guys. This Sprout will actually connect on the Pango, but it was actually a little close to the Ember Spirit. It's still taking a lot of damage to it. Gonna pop the BKB, swatch through, but the Doom, the AoE Doom is in, and they're just gonna eliminate everybody. GG! Game 3 going to Block Roar. And they will claim themselves the $300 and Grand Champions of TD12 Spring Pro Series. Wraithking sucks ultra late. Yeah, he seems to have like a fantastic early game. I will say, like, your offlane Magnus really didn't have anything towards the end here, so it's one of those games I find it very hard to kind of judge the carry, because it seems like he had to do so much, right? Like, this wasn't just a like, oh, it was back and forth. Like, man, your team was down at the end there. It seemed like they were doing fine before. I feel like I had 3 supports though. The farm, all on my Wraith King. He is kind of close to the Nature Prophet. Maybe I can judge the Wraith King.